Please remember there's no smoking anywhere on school grounds. Students are reminded that they must stay in the building during the game or lose their ability to re-enter the contest once they leave. BFA and their opponents tonight remind participants and spectators of the requirement to behave in a respectful manner. Sportsmanship and safe playing environments are the top priorities for all Vermont school-sponsored activities. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic differences, or disability. Any violation in the game or in the stands can result in game stoppages, ejections, or forfeits. Let's work together to ensure a positive, supportive, and healthy learning environment for everyone involved. We hope you enjoy your stay here as our guests. The officials for tonight are Mr. Connery and Mr. Mechanic. Now for our starting lineups. 4 rights, in goal, number 30, Molly McGivney. On defense, number 10, Annabelle Rumsey. On defense, number 22, Emery Roscoe. Starting at center, number 20, Grace Raleigh. Starting at left wing, number 21, Abby Booth. And starting on right wing, number 2, AJ Gatewood. And the rest of the right team. Now for your BFA Comets. Starting in goal, number 30, Dahlia Steele. Starting on defense, number 7, Jillian Smith. Starting on defense, number 19, Ariana Linus. Starting at center, number 17, Mara McKinnon. At right wing, number 21, Rena Spalding. And on left wing, number 24, Kylie Cushing. And the rest of the Comets. At this point, we'd like to welcome Mara McKinnon to say a few words on Hope Happens Here.
Hi, my name is Mara McKinnon, and I'm a junior at BFA and a member of the Hope Happens Here program. Hope Happens Here is a student-led movement with the goal of having an impact on our BFA community by promoting mental health awareness and providing resources. Many student athletes report higher levels of feeling overwhelmed and experience depression and anxiety more than non-student athletes, due to the pressure of having successfully balanced their academic studies and their sport commitments. Many people will speak about their physical injuries but suffer in silence when it comes to their mental health. We want everyone to know that it is okay to not be okay. Please help us start the conversation to break the negative stigma that surrounds issues regarding mental health within our community. Thank you and good luck to both teams.
Thank you, Mara. Tonight, the BFA community comes together with heavy hearts to remember one of our own. We mourn the passing of Tom Fitzgerald. Tom wore the BFA jersey with pride as a player, and he continued that passion as a supportive hockey dad to our own Braylon Fitzgerald. To Braylon and the family, know that this team, this community stand behind you. Once a Bobwhite or a Comet, always a Bobwhite or a Comet. Please rise, remove your hats as we observe a moment of silence for Tom, followed by the national anthem.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. This is Dave Jackson back at it after a little hiatus. We've got Joe Severy on the side of me here. We're going to be calling the game.
How's it going tonight?
Much better. I self-diagnosed. It wasn't COVID. The only other two options are influenza A or B. Definitely wasn't the A because I've never got an A in my life. So I think I'm a pretty solid B. So,
just like high school, B student?
Oh, yeah. B and I was be happy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes parents weren't, but hey, it worked. It's good to be back. It was seems like forever since we did the last game with the Comets. They had a long road trip.
Yeah.
We got Myra McGinn facing off with Grace Raleigh. Grace, the St. Albans child here, going to school at Rice. Pushed through Raleigh's legs, picked up by the defense, number 20, Emmy Raskell. Or excuse me, number 10, that would be Annabelle Rumsey. It's into the Comet zone. Raleigh now back up to Raskell on the point. Raskell over to Rumsey. Dumps it into the corner. Going to be picked up by Jillian Smith. Nope, Raleigh takes it away from her. Taps it on the boards, looking over there. Number 2, Gatewood. Up to Raskell. Back to Gatewood. Gatewood to Raskell again. Raskell dumps it down in the corner, going low. Jillian Smith is going to pick it up again. She's getting pressured by Booth. Gets it over to Lamus. Ayana pushes it around the boards. Just under McGinn's sticks. Going to go the length of the ice. Nope, waved off. Picked up by Rumsey in the corner. Throws up the blue line. Pushed in by Smith. Good deflection in front of the net. Not sure. Are they calling someone in the crease?
No, that's a goal. I didn't even see it go in.
Okay, I should have talked about the scouting report on the way in the door. They're talking about the nets were being so tight that the pucks are in and out in a hurry. And they were putting weighted sandbags on the nets, trying to get them to loosen up a little bit.
It looks like Raina Spalding.
Yep, she hit the easy button. Tip in off the Smith shot. Raina went over and tagged the that was easy button. Didn't get off the ice yet, so they had to reset. BFA with a quick shot on. First shot of the game.
Yeah, that was quick because I didn't even see it.
Picked up by Stewart. Pushed into the Rice zone. Now it's going to be picked up by number 18, Kate Larkin. Larkin behind the net. Pushes it back the way she came in, looking for, I believe that was Bouvier. Up to the blue line. Isabel Stewart picks it up and brings it back in, going low. Handling the puck, doing well. Larkin giving her pressure. Pushes it right out in front, just on the back stick of Ferraro. Coming up the boards again, is going to be pinched in by Paredes. Rice gets control of it, backhands it to the center, and up ice comes number 13, Eliza Fisher. Gets to the blue line and dumps it in. They're going for a line change. Picked up by Isabel Stewart behind the goal line. New little move in the front. Hits up Gabby Frates. Frates trying to get it through the skate to number 16, Bouvier, but she kicks it back in. Heading back to the Comets on the blue line. Couple bodies down. Picked back up by number 18, Kate Larkin. Gets it down in below the net. Handled by, looks like number 24. Is that 14? 14, Claire Hamilton. Up comes, that would be Pearson Stanley, number 12, one of our strong freshmen. In the corner, backhands it to the front, looking for Kucher. Back to Lanphier. Lanphier throws one wide of the net, picked up again by Pearson Stanley. Backhands it up to Castor on the blue line. Good pressure on Castor by number 10 from Rice, Rumsey. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yes, it is. It's Rumsey. I'm reading my own handwriting. That's why I'm struggling, folks. Pearson Stanley in the corner with the puck. Backhands it to the front, thrown off to the side by Raskell. Picked back up by Pearson Stanley in the corner. A little step around, backhand in onto McGibney. Kicks it to the side. Up ice comes number 2, Gatewood. Pinched in there nicely by Pearson Stanley. Raskell throws it up ice, puts it on number 20, Grace Raleigh's stick. Castor throws it back in off the tip. Braylon Fitzgerald. Haley Lamphere and number 16, Haley Alward. Puck in on Alward. Alward throws one off McGibney's pads. Good save by McGibney. Tough shot.
Blocked.
Nice job with Alward back checking there, trying to keep the puck in the zone, but it does come out. It's picked up by Ayana Lamus. Beautiful pass up the ice off the boards to LaRock. Chasing it down in the corner, number 18, Kate Larkin for Rice. Good pressure from Fitzgerald and
And the
LaRock
rock.
bounces out in front, and Alward almost had a backhand on it, but it gets to the blue line. Kicked back in by Jillian Smith, picked up by LaRock. LaRock to Alward. Alward threw some legs, but does number 18, Kate Larkin, got a piece of that for the block. Alward now with the puck, trying to get it back into the corner. Kuchar with it, throws it out in front, bangs off a stick, and comes around to the blade of Spalding, Rena Spalding, behind the net. Sharp pass to Smith. Smith can't handle it at the blue line, sneaks out. Myra McGinn is over there to pick it up. Comes across ice, looking for Marley Johnson. Off Johnson, then to Spalding stick. Spalding into the zone with it. She's got Cushion following her. She drops it to Cushion, but it gets past her. Out comes Rice with the puck now. Number 13, Eliza Fisher, into the zone, but good pressure by Marley Johnson, getting it off her stick. Comes loose, going to be shot back in by Rumsey.
Blocked by Reyna.
Lot of movement right now. Out comes Jillian Smith, passes it over to Spalding, Rena Spalding, backhands it over to a Cushion a little wider than that. We'll call that the Corey Cushion shot.
Yep.
Coming up ice with it is Rice, but back checking is Callie Cushion. Picks it up, turns at her own blue line, comes back up ice looking for a little move. Some of the Comets are changing. Cross ice to Isabel Stewart, who stepped up from the blue line. Gets it in deep with Rumsey on her. Backhands it towards Cushing, but intercepted by number 8, Luton. Pushed back in deep by Brulette. Chad Brulette was covering the blue line for Stewart. Now Brulette with it behind the net. Looking for somewhere in the pass too. Makes a move. Gets it off a stick though. Comes up to the boards. Going to be picked up by Fisher, who's trying to get it out. The Comets are doing a great job just holding that blue line.
They've been doing that well tonight. They did it well Saturday there against the Blades.
Yeah, they're a hungry team right now. It's good to see. Now you got to Gabby Frades. Pulls it out of the scrum. Looking for Brulette. Gets to Castor. Castor gets it up to Stewart. Stewart passes it into the zone. Rice intercepts. Comes back out with it. Number 14, for a moment, Claire Hamilton had it, but now it's dumped into the Comet zone, chased down by Brulette, pressured by number 7, Sarah Robb. Out comes Castor off the loose bounce. She's got some room to skate. She's got Ferraro on the far side. Lily's looking, going to the net now. Castor pushes it out to Ferraro. Ferraro taps it towards McGivney off the pad and into the corner. Good late pass, good tip by Ferraro. Out comes Rice with a puck. Bangs it up. Gets eludes Pearson Stanley. Allows Robb to get a shot in off Dahlia Steele, who's starting in net for the Comets. Puck sent to the front, gets on Pearson Stanley's stick, up to Ferraro. Ferraro dumps it in just over the red line.
Gets a change.
Comets have been switching their goalies each game, and both goalies have done a wonderful job this year. They got incredible defense in front of them, too. The Comets.
And the forwards back check hard, too.
Yes.
So
In goes Isabel Kuchar. Got the puck in below the net. Strong girl right there. She's going to hard take it off her stick. Turns and throws it towards Lanfear, but it hits a Rice skate. Tips up to Ariana Lamas, who pinches in and goes low behind the net. Does a nice, quick, sharp turn, trying to get back in front of the net, but there's too many Rice bodies there. Going to be picked up by number 2, Gatewood. Gatewood behind the net, looking to get it up out of the zone, but she puts it on Jillian Smith's stick, gets past Smith and does come out. Pearson Stanley over to Lamas. Lamas over to Smith again. Smith is going to be offsides with the dump in by Haley Alwyn. Comets cleared up, charging back in. Lamas tries to catch that one with her skate, misses it, comes out of the zone. Smith picks it up, goes across ice, and right on Alward's stick. Alward's into the zone. She's got Braylon Fitzgerald in front. Whiffs on a pass and picked up by Rumsey. Trying to get it out of the zone, and it does. It comes out of the zone by Gatewood. AJ Gatewood coming into the Comet zone. She's got one in the front. Tries to make one move on Ayana Lamas, and she said, no, this door is closed. Backhands it behind her own net, looking for some help over there. It's going to be picked up by number 10, LaRock. LaRock up ice, looking for Alward. Goes behind her. It's going to go the length of the ice.
no icing. Waved it off.
Picked up by Rumsey, chased by Alward. Rumsey up ice, looking for number 16, Bouvier. Bouvier backhands it to the blue line, but kept in by LaRock. Picked up outside the zone by Pearson Stanley, or Spalding, Spalding gets it back off a pass, comes in, takes a shot, but bangs off a skate, goes to the sideboards. Pearson Stanley and Cushing in the corner with the Cushing now. She's got McGinn right in the front, in the crease, so they're going to push her out.
They called it.
A lot of bodies in front of that net.
Fast moving game.
Yeah. It's good. Getting my vocals working. We've got a new puppy. I've been talking to the puppy. She doesn't talk back, so I'm not sure she's understanding what I'm saying. Puck is pushed back into the Rice zone, chased down by Kate Larkin. Larkin across ice to Emery. Raskell. Raskell gets it out of the zone, pushed back in by Isabel Stewart. Picked up by number 18, Kate Larkin. Trying to come out, but gets off a leg of Pearson. No, that's Raina Spalding. Pearson Stanley and Raina Spalding, 21 and 12. I'll get them by the end of the game.
They'll figure it out.
Dumped back in by the Comets, chased down by Marley Johnson. Callie Cushion there to support. Comes back up to the blue line here. Raina Spalding dumps it back in, goes behind the net, going to be picked up by Callie Cushion. Callie bangs it off the boards, looking for Stewart at the blue line. Nice little bounce pass off the boards. Stewart throws one in, saved by McGibney. She's going to hold on to it for the whistle. I'm going to start through the sponsorship here because I haven't done it yet. I'd be remiss if I didn't. We'd like to thank our community partners that help make this broadcast possible. Northwestern Counseling and Support Services, the Afterglow Foundation, Northwestern Rehab Services, My Healthy Vermont, Notch, Stones Autos with St. Albans Fairfield locations, Stewart's Clarence Brown, Handy Cars, Union Bank, JC Image, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. I will go through the rest of this after this play stops again. Backhanded up the boards by Brulette, looking for Lamus. Good tie-up up there on the blue line by number 14 from Spalding, from Rice, Hamilton. Puck comes back in low. Shot by Lamus, wide of the net, goes into the far corner. It's going to be popped back out of the corner by, looks like Gabby Frades. Up ice with it, number 11, Ellie Larkin. Gets it out of the zone. Picked up by Ellie Larkin again at the red line off a deflection. She throws it deep, going for a line change. Iona Lamus looking for a big outlet to Lily Ferraro on the far side. Just gets past her. A lot of wave off on the ice.
Yeah,
I like that.
Keeps the game flow.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about where I want to get dinner. Nice pass to the front. Backhand pass by Frades to number 3.
Chatham.
Brulette. Chatham Brulette with the second goal of the game. Nice look from Frades to Brulette. Brulette didn't hesitate. No waste of time in that shot.
She kept her stick on the ice, went right to the net.
That never did he?
I don't think so.
I think he was one of those like stick slappers.
Yeah. High tempo, just bang the stick off the ice.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Clapper. Brian Bliss was like, Bliss, if you're listening to this, because I know you still do. Face off one and controlled by the Comets, pushed into the Rice zone, but picked right back up by number 21 from Rice. Booth throws it up out of the zone and it goes all the way and gets in on Dahlia Steele, who just says, you know what, I'm making a save today.
Just under 5 minutes left of the first period. If the shots are correct on the scoreboard, it's 6-2 in shots favor Comets.
There's one thing I'm a goalie dad, and I've watched a lot of goalie parents with their clickers up in the stands, and I promised myself I would never do that. But yeah. I want to get one for this because there's been some questions. Puck out of the zone by the Comets, pushed in towards Rice. Rice is pushing the pressure back towards Comets' way. Loose in the center ice zone, picked up by Pearson Stanley. Off of her stick by number 21, Abby Booth. Into the zone, gets through the middle with no harm towards Steele. Back up to the blue line, picked up by number 2 on a dump in, Gatewood. Throws it back to the front, but no Rice player there to handle it, but it comes back to Gatewood off a loose. Oh, right through some bodies. There was an opportunity.
That was a close call.
Dahlia Steele, if that would have hit her, she would have had just been good body position because there's no way she could have seen that shot. Threw a lot of bodies there. Puck comes back up the boards, picked up by Pearson Stanley, cross ice. She's got Haley Lanphier to Kucher. Kucher throws one in on Molly McGibney, gloves it up and waits for the whistle. Hey, if your business would like to join our community partners and contribute to the production of these games, please contact Paul Snyder, Northwest Access TV, 802-782-8676. I'm going to get that last paragraph next. Paul, you gave me a lot to read here. Puck is in the sideboards here. Haley Alward throws it back around the net. Going to be pinched in by Isabel Stewart just to keep it in low. Braylon Fitzgerald, God bless her, back behind the net, working hard. You know, hats off, Braylon. Her just lost her dad, and she's out here and she's fighting hard and playing a great game. Great family.
Yeah, it's a very sad thing for that girl to go through.
Yeah, she is one strong individual. Puck has gone back into the Comet zone, going deep. Is Castor to pick it up, but there is our first icing.
See, he almost didn't want to call it.
I mean,
it was delayed.
well, he probably looked at his watch and said, I can either do this game or go home and get yelled at by
the missus.
Yeah, not that everybody's wife yells at you, but I mean, mine yells at me enough where I'm thinking it happens to a lot of houses.
I'm guessing it probably does, especially if he's wearing black and white. He's used to the yelling.
Yeah,
So.
probably is. There's just no glass around him at home. You know, folks, and you're under the glass at a hockey rink and you're yelling at a ref, he really can't hear you, okay? So you got to get above the glass so it projects over the glass for him to hear you. Just tip of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, if Joe and I decide to start yelling, people are going to hear us.
He probably would, for sure.
I was at Waterbury, the rink in the Estates one year, and this guy was up on the roof of the snack bar, and he was screaming. And I think he's the guy that used to sit below the glass, because when he started screaming, everybody in the rink looked at him. Face got red, and he stopped talking. It was kind of funny.
He didn't realize where he was.
No. Cushion comes out of the zone with a puck up the blue line, throws it back in, just past Lamus. Ayana picks it up out of the corner, comes up off the boards. Nice bounce pass off the boards to Cushion. Cushion throws it in towards the crowd in front of the net. Bounces off onto a right stick. Sent out of the zone by number 17, Lulu Coleman. But coming right back at him is Callie Cushion. I think we had Raina Spalding.
Raina was off just by a skate lace.
We'll give the freshman one. Push-ups next time.
Talk about a very talented freshman class these Comets have got.
And you see some of the 8th graders that they got waiting.
Oh, I know.
As well.
And you got some of the 7th graders if you really want to dig deep in a couple classes here in a couple years.
Some of these girls, I guess these freshmen and the 8th graders that are coming up through, I hear in the parent kids games that a lot of the parents won't play because they get beat too bad. Coming out of the corner. Oh, that's a tough hit right there. Ayana Lamus coming out of the corner, bumps into Myram again. Probably the only person on the ice that's going to make her feel anything.
Yeah.
Takes her off. It loses the puck. Gets in front of the net. And Rice gets a weak shot in on Dahlia Steele, who covers it up. That's two strong girls right there.
Yeah.
Face off going to be to Steele's glove hand, her left side. Brulette on the draw with number 20, Grace Raleigh. St. Albans girl. Cal Raleigh's cousin. Lily Ferraro gets control of the puck, gets it out of the zone, pushes it over to Frades. Frades comes into the zone. She's got Ferraro wide, backhands it towards Ferraro, but Emery Rasco gets the skate on it. Great job by Rasco on the back check. Frades up to Brulette, throws one over the net. Nice quick snapshot.
It got deflected, I think, by Frades' pants.
I'll take your word for it, Joe.
It went pretty high considering where she was shooting from.
Stewart throws it across the front of the net, gets all the way through. Nice shot by Marley Johnson and a great tip by Brulette, but took too much off it on the tip. Brulette is getting beat on in front of the net. She's not moving, no. Coming up, Johnson's looking for Frades on the blue line, but it gets past Frades, comes out of the zone. Stewart, nice, another pass off the boards, puts it right on Ferraro's stick, into the zone. Rasco and Ferraro meet, and Rasco takes it off. Emery does a great job there. Rice gets it out of the zone, back to Marley Johnson here in the center ice, who throws it right back in. Line change for the Comets. As Brulette and Johnson stay on, and Stewart to help keep pressure in. Good pinching right there by Pearson Stanley. Marley Johnson picks it up the red line, throws it back in. Brulette comes off the ice for a change. Puck comes back up the boards. Out comes number 10, Rumsey with it. Throws it across. She's looking for 13, Fisher. Gets past Fisher and picked up by Stewart. Stewart throws it off the boards. Another nice use of the boards, but just gets in behind.
Kucher was turning the opposite way.
Yeah, and Rumsey did a great job sliding into the passing lane, picked that up. 29 seconds left in the period. Puck is deep in the Comet zone. Good pressure right there. Number 16, Bouvier gets it, trying to get it out in front. Oh, got a chance right there. Steele is stretched right out, legs down, holding on. D has got to move bodies. You can't let him keep whacking. No whistle. Great opportunity by Rice. The puck comes out from behind the net on the right side, kicks off a skate, goes to the left, and Dahlia Steele just spread her legs wide and went post to post.
Did the split, stayed tight to the post, kept it out.
And the best thing is she kept the pads flat in the ice, and she didn't look for the puck. She knew she had it. Face off Won by Kuchar. Kuchar back to Johnson. Johnson behind the goal line with it. Good pressure by Rice. 2 players, number 7 and number 11. Hamilton and Rob and Larkin, excuse me. Puck does come out of the zone. Coming right back in, and there's the horn. Good fast period of play right here.
Yeah, it was Comets came out just like they did against Kingdom on Saturday. They came out horses just a-going. They weren't slowing down for nothing.
They had a little bit of line reconfigurations. I mean, there's a lot going on in that Comet locker room right now. I mean, and I don't want to talk too much about it in tonight's game because we don't want to just keep dwelling on it. But, they're there supporting Raylan. And so, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot going on more than just hockey now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to hit that last paragraph in this
Yeah,
sponsor.
go ahead.
You know what? I'm going to roll right through the whole top. We'd like to thank our community partners that help make this broadcast possible. Northwestern Counseling and Support Services, the Afterglow Foundation, Northwestern Rehab Services, My Healthy Vermont, Notch, Stone's Auto in St. Albans and Fairfield locations, Stewart's, Clarence Brown, Handy Cars, Union Bank, JC Image, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to join our community partners and contribute to the production of these games, please contact Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV, 802-782-8676. Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation are partnering to raise awareness and prevent suicide in our community. If you or someone you care about is struggling, remember, we're here for you 24/7 and completely confidential. Call NCSS Emergency Services anytime at 802-524-6554, then press 1, or contact with the 988 Suicide Crisis Lifeline by calling, texting, or chatting at 988. One call, one text, one chat could save a life. There, I got through it.
You finally got through it.
I did get through it. But so right now we got 9 shots on McGibney and 4 shots on Steele. And Steele with the biggest save of the game, I think, right there in that last few seconds.
Yeah, Rice was trying to get one before the period ended, and they put the pressure on the Comets. And wasn't a super bad turnover, but you can't do that with just 20 seconds left of the period. You got to get out of the period unscathed, and the Comets did just that because of what she did.
Right, and I'm seeing Rice right now. I was impressed. I've seen some of their scores coming into this game, and I thought BFA might have a pretty good run on them early, and right now it looks like they're standing up to them.
Yeah, and, I think, I'm sure Rice probably looked at that game against the Kingdom Blades on Saturday, and, I mean, you got to slow the Comets down, and the only way you're going to do that is by getting in their way.
Yeah, and the Blades are missing their top scorer with Isabel Goodrow and their number 1 goalie. So we'll see a different Blades game when they go up to JP can play.
Yeah, but give credit where credit's due. The Comets came out flying.
Oh,
I don't think it would have. I mean, it maybe would have mattered a little bit if Goodrow was there or they had their number 1 goalie. But the way they were flying on Saturday, they brought the same intensity to this game so far. The coaches' staff's got those girls fired up, ready to play and ready to skate.
This is my 5th straight year up here in the booth calling these Comet games. Or the first couple it was Color, and then calling the last few. And looking down at this roster, this bench, this is probably there's been some good Comet teams in that 5-year span, but this one, as far as unity and complete team from the front of that book to the back of that book, they don't have a weak player on the bench.
No, they don't. And, obviously it helps when you have a deep freshman class coming in, as they do.
Yeah.
And then you have the veteran players there. Kuchar, McGinn, all those girls have been here for a little while, so they know what to bring to the table. They know how to help those freshmen out, even more so. But when you bring in a talented freshman class is what they got right now, and next year is going to be the same boat. Those 8th graders that are coming up are very talented.
And they're going to have to fight hard to get a spot because you're one you're going to see graduating off this Comet team is Frades and Smith, Julian Smith, 1 forward and 1 defenseman.
Yep.
And then Dahlia Steele will be one of the netminders. So it's going to be it's great. You're going to be fighting every day in practice for a spot, which is going to only make it better. So all these kids that are good now, they're just going to get better. But Joe and I got about maybe 8 minutes here till the second period, and we're going to just sign off for a few and let you guys all run to the bathroom, get yourself a little snack, and get right back to this TV because it's going to be a great second period. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Jackson, and we got Joe Severy up here in the I'd say the luxury box.
Press box.
I won't go right up in the luxury box. I mean, we're really only two. There's a couple young kids coming up here, but we're surrounded by talented people up here. We've got a great view. Joe just mentioned the new scoreboard we have here on the north end of the rink. Beautiful scoreboard. It's got the SASA logo, the figure skating logo, the Comets, the Bobwhite logo, big American Canadian flags on each side, and then all the SASA youth hockey banners.
I believe there is 76 of them.
In the past they were never able to put any of their banners from winning any of the states or anything up, and that looks really good.
Yeah. Big shout out to Handy Cars for donating that scoreboard too. Definitely couldn't do things in this community without sponsors like Handy's and everybody else that gives back to the community.
And they happen to be a sponsor right here on this Northwest Access television broadcast too. Gotta love it when people in the community give back. They can give back. Kevin Smith, the new president of SASA, he's got some new energy and really putting on a good show here.
He's bringing a lot to the table for SASA, which has been great. As a member and a coach on the coaching staff at SASA, has been great to see. Everybody's been excited for the year, and everybody continues to be excited throughout the course of the year.
Kevin brings a lot of excitement. He just really generates.
Yeah, no, he's a go-getter. He ain't staying back and letting things happen. He's going to get it.
Face-off control by the Comets, but momentarily, and took back over by Amirasco. Thrown up into center ice, but now it's loose again. Roulette back to Smith. Jillian Smith steps around, throws up ice, hits Lily Ferraro. Ferraro into the zone, throws one just a little wide.
Yeah, I don't think she didn't have her head up looking where she was shooting.
No.
She just rifled it.
Take another step to the left and then let one rip. Out is Romney with the puck. Rumsey, throws it out of the zone. Picked up by Ayana Lamus. Ayana throws it over to Lily Ferraro. Ferraro picks it up, wheels and turns, goes back into the zone. A little bit wider this time. Fires one off the stick.
Off the glove. Over the net.
That thing almost rolled down the back of the goalie and in for one. Out of the zone comes Rice with the puck. Eliza Fisher tied up at the zone by Lamus. Lamus takes it and heads the other way. She's all alone. She's got a couple Rice players, and she throws it by one into the McGivney's pads, who holds onto it for the whistle.
She kind of lost it there in her pads.
Yeah, the shot by Lily Ferraro tips off a stick, goes up, and hits the goalie's glove over the glove and just bounces off the top of the net. You never know.
And we don't mean crossbar, folks. We mean the top of the net.
Where a water bottle usually sits. Just face off to McGivney's left. One by Fitzgerald over to Alward. Alward in the corner with it. Pressure by Rumsey. Nope, excuse me. That'd be number 18, Kate Larkin. Over there is number 11, Ellie Larkin. Trying to help get it out of the zone. Thrown back around the net by Braylon Fitzgerald. LaRock lets it go by. She's hoping it got up to Stewart, but Rumsey got over there and picked it up and throws it back across ice. Alward's there with pressure. Great job by Alward putting pressure on, and LaRock knocks down the outlet pass. But Rumsey pulls the puck out of the zone, gets it into the blue line of the Comets zone for the Comets turn around and send it the other way. LaRock's got a chance here. Good job right there, but I can't see the number. Number 18, Kate Larkin, getting in front of LaRock, stalling her at the blue line. Out comes Larkin. Ellie Larkin with the puck. Got a head of steam going down the boards. Kept wide by Marley Johnson. Johnson gets her puck on her stick on the puck. Goes in front of the net, but cleared by Braylon Fitzgerald. Bounced on the blue line. Kept in by Rasco. Raleigh with it. Throws one in on Steele. Bounces off the side. Raleigh picks up the rebound. Comes around the net with it. Comes back up, but outside the blue line. Picked up by Rasco. Rasco over to Kate Larkin. Kept out of the zone by McGinn. Meyer backhands it up, looking for Cushing. Cushing was coming at her, so she overskated the pass. Puck is loose in center ice. Going to be picked up by number 2, Gatewood. Good job by Cushing right there, stalling Gatewood.
Raina loses the edge.
Comes back out of the zone. Over here to Stewart. Stewart with it. Throws it in deep. You got to watch those edges.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me 10 years to realize I had edges. Raina Spalding here. Off the boards to Cushing in the corner. Cushing is just waiting patiently. She's really working the puck. Gets it up to Marley Johnson. Blue line. Johnson throwing it into a crowd. Knocked down by Grace Raleigh. Raleigh stalled by Cushing. Goes back behind her goal line. Tries to tap it by her cousin, Myra McGinn. Grace Raleigh and Myra McGinn are cousins, folks. Playing against each other. Rasco around behind the net. Passes it over. Gets back to Rasco. Going up ice. Looking for number 2, Gatewood.
Stewart makes the jump.
Stewart just pinches in really smartly. Puts some pressure on, but here comes Gatewood. And then back check by Stewart. Over onto Raina Spalding. Raina Spalding over to Cushing. Cushing avoids one, takes a shot off the stick, goes over the net, picked up by Myra McGinn. Myra comes out of the corner, goes across ice to Marley Johnson. Johnson's got some bodies to shoot through, and she does. Off a couple, it went high, goes into the corner. Rumsey gets it up ice, looking for, or Raleigh, gets it up ice, looking for Booth. Pinched in again. Cushing now with it. Soft, that had a chance.
Gee.
Who's that guy that does that in the NHL where they just kind of really stick handles and they just let the puck go?
Oh, yes, on the shootout goal?
Yeah, a little Russian guy.
Well, there's a couple of them that do it now, but
that was almost a goal. Cushing lost it off her stick and it just was almost traveling through McGivney's pads. Held on by McGivney, face off to her left. Puck to the sideboards, fought by Pearson Stanley and Rumney. Rumsey gets it out of the zone. Picked up by Iona Lamus. Lamus skates it in. Good pressure by the Rice. But the puck comes back up to Haley Lamphere, who'd held the blue line as Isabel Stewart skated that in. Who did skate that in? It was Lamus skated in, excuse me. No, Iona Lamus skated in. And
Lamphere took the shot.
Lamphere took the shot and up high on McGivney. Stewart, number 9, and Lamus, number 19, they both play so similar. Same strong skate, smart hockey. Lamus on a shot in, bounced off pads, gets behind her, but she was able to get back in time to get it back up. But now it bounced around the center ice a couple times, and in comes Rice with the puck, but there's Lamus right there to stop her. Cross ice looking for Pearson Stanley, gets it in front of her. Rumsey picks it up. Good pressure by Stanley.
That's going to be icing.
Got to call that one. Yep. You can tell when a ref has plans after the game. If you got
there's a lot of icing. They don't really care what time they get home.
If they're waiting for a ride and it's really cold outside and that ride's not going to get here for a certain time, they're calling everything. Whistle a lot of whistles.
Got to slow it down.
I was really sad to miss that last game when Mark Diso was reffing because I usually really have a good time with him. He gives me a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Puck is still kept in by the Comets. Great job right there by number 14, Claire Hamilton. Hamilton gets it out. It's pushed into the Comet zone. No icing on this one. Castor picks it up behind the net. Throws it around looking for Frady's. Gets past Frady's. Sent back in by Larkin. Thrown out by Comets, and Lily Ferraro tips it forward. And her and Emery Rasco chase it down into the zone. Behind the net comes the puck. And be picked up by Brulette. Good pressure right there by Rice on Brulette. Number 7, Sarah Robb skates it out of the zone. It's going to be picked up by number 14, Claire Hamilton. Gets it in deep, but good pressure by Lily Ferraro. She's just kind of running out of real estate there. You can't hit in girls hockey, but you can put contact on to rub them into the boards. Lily did a great job. And here comes Lily again, back the other way. Her and Rascal fighting for the puck in the corner. Great job by both players. Back checking is number 2, Gatewood, who ran into one of our own players, lost the puck. Number 20, Raleigh, trying to throw it up the boards, but ran into another body. Rascal trying to throw it up, gets it past Cushing, but hits off Cushing and comes back to her. Now she gets another chance at it. Gets it up to Gatewood. Now to Raleigh. Raleigh gets it out of the zone, throws it off the boards, but it's going to be picked up by Emma Castor. Castor looks, throws it. Oh.
She wanted that pass, but
for that
I
pass
don't like that
year.
pass.
Picked up off the deflection by Brulette, comes out of the zone, throws one in off of Rumsey's leg pad to the corner. Marley Johnson throws one in soft towards the zone. Myra McGinn tips it, goes to the corner. She's chasing it down, comes up to Jillian Smith, but off of her stick and on to number 21, Abby Booth. Booth gets it in the zone, gets past Marley Johnson, gets in the corner, pressured right there by Raina Spalding. Raina steps around one. She's got some takeaway speed here, and she gets past him. She's got Cushing to her side, gets it behind Cushing, though. Callie stops, goes back and gets it. Callie's very patient with her speed. Loses it right there. Great poke check off of her stick by Riley Luton. Luton gets it out of the zone, but picked up by Jillian Smith. Smith backhands it up to McGinn. McGinn gets it into the zone. A lot of Rice bodies right there, though, but it comes off a stick on Arena Spalding. Great job by number 18, Kate Larkin, on Arena Spalding in front of the net. Taking the puck off her stick. Spalding with it again now. Back to the blue line to Jillian Smith. Throws one through a bunch of bodies. Great shot. Good save. Spread out as McGivney's pads, and she blocked another one. I'll tell you, that was a great shot by Jillian Smith. Low, kind of like a looping low shot through some legs. And then that was picked up by one of the Comets. I think it was Raina Spalding who tried to tuck it in.
The ref blew that a little premature.
I'm going to try to go a game without talking badly about the refs.
I don't think you can go a period without saying
I
something.
might run out of breath, and I might have a good chance. Puck is thrown out of the zone by Rice. Going to be picked up by Isabel Stewart in her own zone. Turns around, looking up. Oh, she got to get that to the board. She was looking for Gabby Freight. No, that was Haley Howard, but it does get in the zone. LaRock with it. Looking back for Howard, but gets past her to Emma Castor. Emma Castor runs into a Rice player, and out comes Eliza Fisher. Throws it over to number 20, Grace Raleigh. No, excuse me, 10. Rumsey jumps up into the offense. Backhands it across front of the net, but it goes wide and is kicked out by the Comets now. It's coming into the Rice zone. Chased down by number 8, Riley Luton. Backhands it over to Emery Rasco. Rasco throws it back, but it hits into LaRock skates behind the net. And LaRock tries to get it back out. Nowhere to go with it. It's still in the corner.
Castor with a nice jump. Keep it in.
Comet defense has no hesitation to pitch.
No.
Castor down low now, fighting for the puck. You got Haley Howard back up on the blue line, covering for her. She comes across now to pick up Eliza Fisher, who just backhands it out of the zone. It's going to be chased down by Isabel Stewart she can't get there for the whistle. Start of the game where I didn't think we'd have an icing. We've had a couple now.
Yeah, the game's going fast. We got 6:39 left of the second period.
2-0 score still, folks. And no change on the meaty part of the board, but 14 shots on McGivney and 6 on Steele. Boy, this is a song.
One of them's going to get kicked out. Yep, I knew it.
Look at you. You're a mind reader. Lanfear taking Kucher's spot, the draw. Kucher got kicked out for an aggressive face-off stick. Puck controlled by Rice on the draw. Number 18, Kate Larkin, coming up the boards with it, and she hits a nice outlet pass to Sarah Robb. They lose control of the blue line, but picked back up by Claire Hamilton. Throws it in deep. It's going to be chased down by Jillian Smith. Jillian, nice little avoidance right there. Nice little move with that and avoids Sarah Robb. Now she gets it back over to Ayanna Lamus. Lamus has got Sarah Robb coming in on her. Good pressure by Robb. Gets it out in front. 14 tries to throw one in, but Steele loses her stick. And out comes Pearson Stanley, but one of the Rice players shot Dahlia Steele's stick out of the zone.
Yeah.
No call by the ref on that. He was standing right behind her. That's not a bad call towards the ref. Just so you know. Just an observation. Steele is still playing without her stick. One of these, like Jillian Smith needs to turn around and get that stick to her. Stick's up by the top of the circle. Number 2, Gatewood coming in, loses an edge and falls down, but picked up by number 21, Booth. Steele still sitting there without a stick. Come on, girls. Help your goalie out. There's the first shot right there. Steele standing there looking a little awkward without the stick. The shot came in and she went, and it just kind of hit the inside of her leg pad and slid in. First goal of the game for Rice. Shot from the point.
Nice low shot from the point. Not going to take that away from Rice on that one.
No, but you give Dahlia Steele the stick and that hits the paddle.
Yeah, or she's in a better posture to make that save with her pad.
Yeah, that's the girls. I think the coaches will do a little. This will be a little learning opportunity. You know, you see a stick, your goalie without a stick, one of you gets that stick to your goalie. Sacrifice
that
3 to 4
or your
seconds.
stick.
Yeah. But you can't use a goalie stick, though, can you?
You can't, but you can come off the bench and get another player out there.
And then
Number 7, Sarah Robb.
so we got a 2-1 score here. We got a game, folks. Second period, 5 minutes left. 2-1 Comets lead Rice. Lily Ferraro coming in, backhands one in, and McGivney kicks it to the corner. Frades tries to throw it back in, but knocks off the skate. Ferraro throws it to the blue line. Marley Johnson over to Stewart. Stewart's got way too much pressure on her from Gaywood to get a good shot. Now gets back over to Ferraro. Pressured by number 21, Booth. Now Ferraro's behind the net with Rumsey. And now she's back in with Rasco. And I believe Lily Ferraro and Emily Rasco played together in youth hockey here too for Sassa. Puck comes out of the zone, picked up by Stewart. A hard pass to Marley Johnson, goes over her stick. Marley gets it regrouped and over to Brulette, who throws a nice hard snapshot in. Walker saved to the corner. Puck thrown out in front by Frades, picked up by Rice, out of the zone. Stewart steps up, pokes it back towards the right zone, picked up by Frades. Frades has got Cushing on the far side. Nice look, sauce pass. Off the ice, over a couple sticks, back on the ice, right to Cushing, who takes a hard shot in, but McGivney was there for it.
Yeah, no, that was a nice pass by Frades to Cushing. I think Cushing probably wants that shot back and go up top.
Yeah, and like I said, that was a sauce pass, folks. If you're not aware of what that is, Cushing, Frades had to get the puck off the ice to get it over to Cushing, and she did a nice, accurate pass like that. Girls' games have really made some big changes over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the corner comes Ayana Lamus, just trying to muscle through too many Rice players and lose it behind the net, but picked back up by Cushing. Cushing throws it McGinn. McGinn throws it out in front. Stepped in by Castor, throws it into the crease. Held on by McGivney.
It's not a bad play by Castor to just get the puck back in with all that traffic in front.
Yeah, you got Raina Spalding right there, and you got McGinn on the other side.
And you had Cushing coming around. Like, just throw it in and see what happens.
Face-off controlled by the Comets, pushed back in by Castor towards the net, softly, but picked up by McGinn, takes it behind the net, comes back up to the point, hits Lamus. Lamus throws one, nice hard shot. McGivney's really doing a good job positionally.
She's getting in the right positions. Obviously, it's always tough when you have a lot of traffic like that shot that Lamus just took. There's a lot of traffic in front. It's hard to see.
Yeah, I don't know if she saw the shot. I know she knew where the puck was, and she's quick to the position, doing a great job of that. Nice. Yeah. Folks, score! Just got a little hesitate. That was so fast off the face-off. Face-off draw right to Cushing, one-timer, 5-hole. And like I said earlier, the nets are so tight, the puck came right back out the 5-hole.
It did. But no, that was a nice face-off with Raina. Raina knew where she wanted it. Cushing was there, ready.
Oh, stick up in the air, just
had the hammer cocked already, waiting for that puck.
Last person I saw, a little person like that with blonde hair that could do stuff like that, his name was Brett Hull. Some of you young folk don't know who that guy is, but Toby Duclon does. He played in the same system here. I don't know if he got it on the ice with him at all, but puck brought into the common zone, third back out, it's going a little bit too far.
No icing.
It hit some bodies. Picked up by Emery Rasco with McGinn under pressure. Rasco gets it out, throws it up ice to Hamilton. Hamilton gets it into the zone, dumps it deep. It's going around the net. It's going to be chased down by number 7, Sarah Robb. Sarah Robb comes up, looking to get it back to Rasco on the blue line, but there's Callie Cushing there. Kicks it over to Raina Spalding. Spalding going in wide. Looking, she's got McGinn in front, but good pressure on Spalding by Rasco. Good, another shot by Castor into the front of the zone, but it goes wide. Castor's pinching in the low, picks the puck up. No, she misses it. It's going to be picked back up by Abby Booth. Booth trying to skate it out, but good pressure by Lily Ferraro. Kicks out of the zone, picked up by Castor. Castor turns, wheels, comes in, gets it on a Ferraro stick. Ferraro's got it inside the zone, tries to step around Grace Raleigh, but Raleigh got her stick on just enough to stall her. It's behind the net now. Good job by Grace Frades right there, putting pressure on Rumsey and taking her off the puck. Another pinch in by Castor. Castor's just doing a wonderful job pinching in and ran into another person you don't want to hit on your own team, Chad and Brulette. I mean, she is literally a brick.
Yeah, no, and she definitely didn't get that from her father.
No.
Maybe Brad brought her to the gym, but definitely didn't show her anything.
Ayana Lambus steps around patiently, throws one in, and finally, this was one of her softer shots of the day, but it gets through a bunch of bodies and in. Yeah, Brad did his job by putting the keys in the car, and Brad, you're staying in your lane. You're doing a great job at it. There we go. Comets are really kicking it back in after that goal by Rice. They popped 2 quick ones in to retaliate or respond. I don't want to say retaliate. It sounds like an aggressive word.
I think that was Ayana's first goal.
Really? Yep. The puck has been retrieved by Jillian Smith. Throwing at Luke Coffey. Good thing she threw that to Coffey because Rulo probably wouldn't have caught it. Coffey's got it in his pocket. Then put some tape on it, give it to Ayana after the game. It's a great keepsake.
Yeah.
That's one of many right there. Face-off control by Comets. Good pressure right there. Ferraro pushing it in deep and runs into Rumsey. Rumsey's a big load to try to skate around. Out of the corner comes Frady's. Frady's pushes it across ice. Jillian Smith and blue line. Smith throws it through another crowd. Goes off of Ferraro's leg. Smith steps back in. Top of the hash. Throws one in. Leg kick by McGivney to the corner. Brulette now behind the net. Steps around one. Good job right there by 17. Lulu Coleman. Let's get the puck off her stick. Comes back to the blue line. Jillian Smith does a nice little turnaround move to free herself up. Gets it back in deep. Frady's to the front of the net, but it goes through to the blue line. Marley Johnson tries to keep it in, but good pressure on Johnson by number 16, Bouvier. Came out of the zone. Comets had to clear, but it gets thrown back in. Picked up by, I think that's number, I can't tell from the 18 right there, Kate Larkin.
18 or, yeah.
18 throws it across the 13. Eliza Fisher. Fisher gets it in deep, but it's going to be picked up by Pearson Stanley on the far side. Good pinching by Kate Larkin right there, and Pearson Stanley stepping in, throws one towards the center, but intercepted by Haley Lamphere, number 2. Lamphere in the corner, just whacks it around the net, heads towards the Zamboni corner. Jillian Smith is over there along with Sarah Robb, and it does clear the zone. Going deep in the right zone, picked up by Kate Larkin. Larkin looking across ice for Ellie Larkin. Puck gets thrown around off a couple sticks, and it's still kept in. Now it bounces out of the right zone finally. Picked up by Braylon Fitzgerald. Puck comes back to Jillian Smith into her own zone. Throws it up off of the boards, looking for Pearson Stanley. Gets past her, and another wave off. No icing. Isabel Kuchar throwing it off. Trying to throw it in front of the net twice. Gets off pads, comes back to her. Now it's behind the net. Emery Rasco's behind the net. For Rice, putting pressure on, throwing it back around, looking for number 11, Ellie Larkin. And that was Marley Johnson pitching in to the whistle for the buzzer. Whew, folks, the second period was pretty fast, too. What do you think, Joe?
It's been a very fast-paced game. We got a score of 4-1 shots, 21-7 in favor of the Comets.
Yeah.
On both spectrums.
Molly McGivney's doing a phenomenal job in net for Rice, I think. She's seen some tough shots.
I mean, some of those shots, if you can't see it, you're not going to stop it. And, you know, the BFA's been putting a crowd in front of her, and when you put a crowd in front, Rice follows. Yeah. So you got multiple players in front of you. You ain't going to see some of those pucks.
And then you look the other way, 7 shots on Dahlia. That's a tough game to stay in. And then when you got
to stay focused.
The couple of really aggressive saves she's made, she's done well. The one goal they got was when she lost her stick for almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, no, it was, yeah.
So I can't tell time, folks, but you can watch the clock count backwards, and it's easy if you look at that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's close to 3 minutes. Somebody could correct me. I'm sure there will be one or two of those. But it's been a great period. We got a little on-ice entertainment here. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I'm not quite sure.
Young kids. Oh, it's going to be a puck.
Chuck a puck.
Chuck a puck.
Chuck a puck.
I'm going to step away from the railing because, I mean, these are younger kids, and I've seen little leaguers throw, minor leaguers throw. There's folks, I mean this in the nicest way, but they got no clue where that's going. It could come up and hit me. I'm not that pretty as it is. We got a couple pucks coming in. Nothing's in the circle yet. Oh, we got one.
You're
going to wait. I'm going to see if there's a sniper down there. Usually there's someone that just waits right to the end. We got 2, 3 in the circle. 3 in the circle. Let me see if we got any big instant. Oh, yeah, the dads are waiting until the end. Look at those guys. That's what's going on. We got Marley Johnson's dad. He's at rapid fire. He's got he's Army, so he knows how to shoot. And he's throwing some artillery torch. We got 1, 6 feet.
I'm going to say probably like 4.
It's outside my putting range.
Yeah.
So nothing's right on the dot, but they'll give it to the closest too. Chuck a puck's always fun, folks. Anybody can win it.
Yeah, even you.
Even me. I
mean, you may want to putter in your hand, but you could maybe throw it that far.
What I like about the chuck a puck, you're still on the bench. I had to go down to a UVM game, and I got my ticket drawn. I had to go out and stand at center ice and rapid fire pucks from the red line before they did the ice. And the college boys, they make a lot of snow on the ice.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You got to get the puck off the ice if you want to reach that net.
How'd you do?
I made enough where I got a $25 gift certificate to a pizza place.
I'm kind of surprised.
$5 for every puck that went in the net. And I think I shot 20 pucks and only 5 went in the net. But, hey, I didn't disappoint my nephews because I told them when I bought the ticket, I said, don't even buy a ticket, guys. I said, I'm the luckiest guy in this rink. And they started laughing. They called my name. I proved myself right. But then I thought I was going to fall on my butt out there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you dress up for UVM games, and those shoes were not made to go out on the ice.
Yeah. And
if you folks are watching this game, I don't know, you might have to log out and come right back in to catch the boys' game. The boys are playing Rice after this, and that should be an excellent game.
yeah, BFA's kind of struggled the last couple games. They played Essex. They lost 3-2. They played South Burlington, lost 2-0. I don't know. I haven't watched the boys' game yet this year. For the season, I watched one of their scrimmages. So this ought to be a good game. Rice suffered their first loss in 35 games against CVU the other night, 1-0.
That rink must have been loud.
So, I mean, if you want to see signs of hope, BFA did beat CVU 2-0, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. So BFA does have a chance. CVU beat Rice. Why can't BFA? Why can't some of these other schools? You know,
It seems to be a little bit more parity. You know,
if you actually look at it, I was talking with one of the dads about the Division I and Division II, and you look across the board, D1 is super even as far as team parity goes. Like any given night, any team could win. Division II, you have Harwood and U32 that are separating themselves from everybody else. And Harwood is being lights out. They got a couple kids that can flat out fly and put the puck in the back of the net. Their top guy, 10 games, he's got like 25 goals.
really?
He's already up to 38 or 48 points on the season.
Wow. That's pretty impressive high school.
And Harwood does come to St. Albans in February for the boys. But I think overall, even in girls hockey, Division I mean, yeah, you got the Comets that have kind of separated themselves. Obviously against Kingdom, who was, depending on what power ranking you want to go with, VPA or pregame twirl with Connor Woods.
Who can argue with Connor Wood?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's a big hockey guy. He knows his stuff. He follows
puts
closely.
His energy into it. The only problem he has is he likes the Canadians.
No, what's wrong with that? I like the Canadians. We're on the same page here.
I'm pretty sure.
Did you see that penalty last night against Lane Hudson?
Okay, I'm a Bruins fan, and that was a bad penalty. Lane Hudson, you did not deserve. I mean, it wasn't even close.
He was 3 feet away from the Minnesota Wild player.
It was. I don't know what the ref was. There's 4 refs on the ice, right? How do you call that?
And then supposedly after the game, or after the ref went over and apologized to Lane about making the call. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's what everybody's saying on social media and whatnot. But it was bad.
With Indiana winning the national championship for football here, that Coach Signetti, he was just that guy right there, I could watch him, his mannerisms on the sidelines all day. Before he came to Indiana, he was at James Madison. And they showed a clip where a ref got a call wrong, and one of the sideline aides to James Madison had his cell phone out. It was showing Signetti the play, so Signetti grabs the cell phone from him, ran out in the field, put it right in front of the ref's face, and another ref, you're not supposed to do that, grab the cell phone from him. I guess there's big fines and stuff like that when you do that, but can you imagine the coach taking a cell phone out in this day and age?
Oh, I know. And that's one penalty you cannot challenge as an NHL coach.
No.
Tripping.
And, I mean, but he was, like you said, 3 feet. He's skating the other way.
Literally 3 feet. His back was turned. His stick was on the other side of his body, skating away from the opponent's blue line.
The guy turned at the blue line, caught an edge, made him dug his heel in a little bit. It happens to everybody, and he just kind of caught that heel.
Especially to Dave.
Yeah, more than once.
Yeah, no. Hey, look at the year we're having now as a Canadiens fan.
It's a fun team to watch.
Fast.
Yeah, young, exciting talent. Yeah. And like I said, I'm just not a Canadiens fan, but they are fun to watch.
I feel bad for you. You should be a Canadiens fan.
No.
Yeah.
You need to have a voice of reason on this side of the border.
You're missing the boat.
I don't want to be on that boat unless it's got poutine.
They have a lot of it up there.
They don't sell Miller Lite in that stadium. It's all Canadian beer.
Yeah.
I can't like that.
Well, that's not my problem. Drink some real man's beer. Drink a Molson.
Speaking of snacks and breaks, you folks go get a snack and a break. Joe and I are going to step off here for the next 7 minutes, and we'll see you at the end of this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Jackson, Joe Sever here, getting ready for the start of the third period. But
The scoreboard says, they had 4. Oh, they backed it up 1.
quick correct. Before we roll into this period, I'm going to reach out to our sponsors again. And we'd like to thank our community partners that help make this broadcast possible. Northwestern Counseling and Support Services, the Afterglow Foundation, Northwestern Rehab Services, My Healthy Vermont, Notch, Stone's Auto Repair in St. Albans Fairfield locations, Stewart's Clarence Brown, Handy Cars, Union Bank, JC Image, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to join our community partners and contribute to the production of these games, please contact Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV, 802-782-8676. Northwestern Counseling and Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation are partnering to raise awareness and prevent suicide in our community. If you or someone you care about is struggling, remember, we are here for you 24/7, completely confidential. Call NCSS Emergency Services anytime at 802-524-6554, then press number 1. Contact with the 988 Suicide Crisis Lifeline by calling, texting, or chatting at 988. One call, one text, one chat can save a life. Here we are, the face-off gets ended up controlled by Rice, pretty much thrown back in the Comet zone. Comets kick it back out. Picked up by Rumney, over to Rascal. Rascal throws it out of the zone, gets in past everybody into the Comet zone, picked up by Jalen Smith, pressured by number 21 Booth. Smith over to Lamus, Lamus back to Smith. Smith skating up with it, goes trying to go across ice and intercepted by Booth with a leg pad, but kicked out in the center neutral zone. Rena Spalding with it in the pressure by Rumney behind the Rice zone net. Grace Raleigh back there to help Rumney. Rumney now with it. Rumney throwing it up, gets it out of the zone. Gonna go the length.
Icing.
And by God, I figured he'd say that hit Jillian Smith
No.
aura as it went by her.
Just hit the Comet glow off her.
Folks, if you don't, that's a big word I just threw out there, aura. It's like that energy that comes to your chi.
I'm surprised you even know what it means.
Well, I mean, Jillian's mom, Liza, she gave me help. She's the main dish this year, too, by the way. If parents want to reach out to get anything going for like the team snacks and stuff, you got to go through Liza Smith. Puck in the corner here, picked up by, is that Kucher in the corner? No, that's not Kucher. That's Isabel Stewart.
I was going to say, it looks like Stewart.
Stewart dropped low and
no,
Lily
that shouldn't
Ferraro
be icing.
back.
That came off the Comet stick.
You can't ice. I was waiting to
Hey,
start.
you can't. Remember, you can't talk bad about the refs.
If I hesitated long enough, you would have said something. Rice is in control of this little curmudgery, but now picked up by Brulette behind the net. Waits, hesitates, and now she comes out. Good pressure on Brulette by number 13, Eliza Fisher. Brulette just still moving up ice with it.
She had nice body position.
Look at that nice little step around move. Throws one in on McGibney. Right on the circle of the R. Back to the blue line. Stewart, step around, pulls it back in. Picked up by Rascal. Emery there, battling with Pearson Stanley. Haley Lanfear taking it back up the line, and she ends up just sneaking out of the line. Had to reset, pushes it back over to Stewart. Stewart to Marley Johnson. Johnson comes back towards Stewart, kicks it up in. Lanfear with it, pressured by Rascal. Does a nice little stop, turn to the boards, goes back up ice to Marley Johnson's blue line. Johnson hesitated a little bit too long, allowed Fisher to get there. See, you can't criticize her after. Rice throws it up cross ice, looking for number 11, Ellie Larkin. Gets past her, chased down by Isabel Stewart behind the net. Does a little shoulder jab, trying to push Larkin off, but comes back up to Stewart, who throws it off the boards, looking wide, and LaRock is there, but it's going to get past the rock. Oh, McGibney could let that go for ice, and maybe.
Maybe.
But smart move, though, anyway. Get it out of the way from the net.
Especially when you got LaRock breathing down your defenseman's neck.
Yeah, number 11 now for Rice. Ellie Larkin crosses the red line, throws one in off the stick of Dahlia Steele to the corner. Chased down by number 7, Rob, and number 4, Emma Castor. Kicks over behind the net to Ayana Lamus. Ayana throws it up ice looking for Cushing, but it comes off a skate of Rumsey. Into the zone, though. McGinn can't control it. Loses it, pushed back out of the ice by number 21, Booth. But Lamus takes it off of the errant pass and skates it in. Flicks one just wide of the net. Picks up her own rebound. Hesitating. Good pressure on her by Rumsey. Drops it over to Pearson Stanley, or Raina Spalding, Spalding throws one in front of the net. Rebound, just eluded McGinn. Gets kicked out all the way to the common zone. Chased down by number 19, Ayana. Lamus throws it back up to Cushing. Cushing across to McGinn. McGinn back to Cushing. Cushing off the sideboard. Loses it. Throws it in front of the net. McGinn overskates it, but reaches back, picks it up, throws it in with a backhand. That's one of those deals where the pass came in, McGinn caught it, went into the crease. What did the puck ever leave the crease? Because as long as the puck...
It didn't look like it from up here. But that's McGinn's, call it end zone for her. I mean, she put 3 in on the Blades, and 2 of them, if I recall right, were just like that.
Mara's a converted defenseman, moved up to forward last year, and she's really found her niche there. You know, to have hands like that in a tight area where you're under that much pressure to maintain it and get that shot in, great job. She had a hat trick the other night you called.
Yeah. She had 2 goals just like that, I believe.
I'm sorry, I played hockey.
Maybe not all 3, but definitely, I know for sure she had 2 of them like that. She was hanging out in the crease, the puck came in, she was right there, she was ready for the garbage goal, as some of the youth like to call it.
Well, I can tell you, I played hockey with her uncle Mike and her dad Matt, and neither one of them ever had a hat trick in my recollection. But good for Mara.
Did they have the Gordie Howe hat trick?
Oh, those guys are big defensemen. I mean, they're the ones when you skate down, you look, and you're like, you passed the puck. You don't want to go near them. Goons. Puck goes thrown out in front of the net, bouncing pucks, and he picked up over here on the corner. Cushion trying to chase it down the blue line, but thrown back in by number 17, Lulu Coleman, but bounces past her, and Cushing's going to pick it up. She's got Haley Outward wide.
She just barely missed that pass.
Nice pass. I don't know, did McGibney get a little bit on as it came to the crease?
I think it was the defenseman that hit her skate.
Yeah, it was a nice delayed pass by Cushing, getting Howard on the far post. Picked up by number 17, Lulu Coleman, gets it up the ice and out of the zone. Comes into Fisher. Liza Fisher comes into the common zone with the puck, throws one in, blocked by Jillian Smith, goes in behind the net. Raylan Fitzgerald has it. Behind the net now, Rice took it over and gets it back out front. One-timer, Haley Bouvier. BFA had control of the puck behind the goal line, but it was recaptured by Rice, and they just threw it out in front, and Bouvier was all alone, probably 2-3 feet out in front of the slot.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you're going to do with that. No one got her tied up, so.
That's the big thing. You got to take care of that front of your net. You can't get lazy. 5-2 is the score. 9 minutes, 38 seconds. And that's another thing. That was the first shot that Dahlia Steele saw this period. It's 9 minutes left.
Yep.
So 8 shots total for Dahlia. 10 total with the 2 goals that she's seen tonight. It's hard to really stay in the game.
It's hard to stay focused when you're just watching everything in the neutral zone or in the Rice end or your opponent's end, period.
Lily Ferraro just weaving through a crowd in there, but loses it as she got close to the net. Bigger bodies stepping into place. Comes back the other way. Be chased down by the whistle of the ref as it's turned to icing. See how I did that?
Yeah.
I like that.
You turned away, too, as you said it.
I did. I had to. Can't even look at myself in the mirror now. Boy, you and I were talking. Lily Ferraro had the puck at just outside the blue line, and she took a little run herself and tried to get through too many green and black jerseys. But it looked good. Off her knees, back onto her skates is what is it? Beautiful play behind the net with it. I'm trying to think, and it's got to be Brulette. She's the only one I know that can stick handle on her knees and still look like she's moving faster than her father.
Well, that doesn't take much. He doesn't move very fast.
He used to be a pretty good athlete.
No, he was. He was a good hockey player.
Puck in front of the net, bounces back out to Castor. Castor pushes it over to Stewart. Stewart throws it in wide, picked up by Ferraro. Ferraro's got some pressure on her by number 17, Coleman. Goes around the net with it.
Chatham's just hanging out in front.
Somebody knocked her down pretty good right there. Might have been Raleigh, not sure. Or it could have been Lulu Coleman coming out of the corner. Puck is back in the corner behind the net. It's picked up by Grace Frades, or Gabby Frades, excuse me. Grace is enjoying her sophomore year in college right now. Stewart over there in the corner gets a little clap against the glass as she ran out of room there by A.J. Gatewood. Puck flicked in on McGibney. She ties it up and holds on for the whistle. That's the first time I called Gabby Grace
this year.
This is only the 3rd game I called. Oh, face off controlled by Rice, thrown back across. Going to be picked up by number 20, Rumsey. No, excuse me, not Rumsey. Rumsey, 10. She carried it out, gets into the zone. Taken out by Isabel Kucher. They just kind of ran out of room. Oh, yeah, she kind of hit the boards awkwardly here. Picked back up by Anna Lamus coming out of the zone.
She dropped her mouth guard. She ain't even worried about that. She's very slow.
Kucher with the puck, throwing it out, just trying to get the front, but it goes to the... She's skating. Her legs seem fine, so she could have had the wind taken out of her. Bouncing puck through the air.
And we got 2 tangled up. Lamus.
Oh, we have a hands across the chest. That stands for interference. Maybe.
So Comets are going to go on the first power play. First power play of the game. It's been a pretty clean game. I mean, there's probably been some questionable calls.
I would say, now I'm not criticizing their officials because there's only 2 of them out there and they're doing a great job, but the Rice player pushing the goalie stick away from the goalie.
Like I said, this is the first one that was called.
And then Kucher is just a strong girl, and I didn't see the full contact with her and Rumsey over here, but Rumsey did hit the boards awkwardly. In that one I missed. I didn't even see it.
I didn't see it. I just saw Rumsey getting up very slow.
Yeah. Face-off control by the Comets. Isabel Stewart on the blue line, pressure by number 8. Lewin back up to Stewart. Stewart throws one through a crowd, and McGibney's really doing a good job. She went down low, stacked her pads. She's not frantic. Sometimes a goalie, an inexperienced goalie, when they don't know where the puck is they start moving around looking for it, and that ends up pushing it in the net.
Rice is going to have problems on this power play. You got Lamus and McGinn going in front of the net.
That's just some strong folks right there.
I mean, those 2 girls, they're hard to move.
Stewart throws a nice, soft, low shot in through the crowd looking for a McGinn tip, but gets past McGinn, gets off McGinney's pad. Back up to Stewart. Good pressure on Stewart by number 21, Booth. Down low to Cushing. Oh,
Spalding,
excuse me. Spalding back up to Stewart, but gets out of the zone. Stewart picks it up, passes it to herself off the board. She's skating in, gets around number 18, Kate Larkin, goes in front of the net. Loose puck still. Picked back up by McGinn. Throws it back up to Lamus. Lamus looking to get it over to Stewart, but lost it off the heel of her stick. Picked up by number 21 from Rice. Abby Booth ices it down. Stewart makes a long pass, intercepted. That should be offsides, and it is. The referees are on the job. Sarah Robb was coming in and was picking that puck up off the long pass, but it just came outside the zone, and Booth was already in the zone.
So Unit 2 now goes to work for the Comets.
I'm telling you, this is a good group right here, too.
Both their power play units they work hard.
Yeah.
And they make the right passes when needed, and they get in front of the net.
You got to earn your spot, right? So they're all going to work. Face-off control by the Comets, pushed back by Pearson Stanley to Chatham Brulette. Brulette coming up ice. Had a steam right through the center zone. She's got some room. She's probably going to let this one rip. Nope. Gets down low, decides to hold on to it. Pearson Stanley fighting for a position in front of the net. Back up to Frades. Frades charges in, pushes it towards back into the fire in front. Lily Ferrero throws one in softly on McGibney. McMolly jumps on it and holds on to the puck.
I think if Chatham came around the net a little quicker and saw Gabby wide open, she would have got to her a little quicker.
I was thinking Chatham was going to stay right in the center zone of the ice and just go make a run.
Yeah, I mean, she could have done that too, but I think Coffey probably wants them to get some zone time and set up and work the unit.
He wouldn't argue about a goal.
No, I'm not saying he would, but it's nice to see what you're doing in practice show up on the ice.
Oh, right there. I thought she was going to tuck that in high that top inside corner.
I think it hit the crossbar.
So Brulette controls it, goes down the boards, and throws it in on a wraparound. But now it's back in play. Lily Ferraro coming around the net with it now. Across, looking for Brulette back to the blue line, and it does not go out. Gabby Frades was able to punch it back in before it could cross the blue line. Jillian Smith in the corner now. Pushes it over, but controlled by Rice, but it gets up to Chatham Brulette. Big rip. Nice blocker save McGibney. I saw nothing but net.
I did too.
There.
And she got there.
Got there and clapped the blocker down on it like she knew what she was doing. That's big tip shot, goes high. That was a nice view from our point.
It was. All you saw was net.
Yeah, good face, good wind up from Brulette. Good contact on the shot. Puck now behind the.
Better wind up than her dad.
Oh yeah. Pearson Stanley throws one across the front, eludes everybody, gets to the boards. Far side picked up by Lily Ferraro, coming back up. Grace Raleigh meets her and pushes her behind the net. Ferraro still with it, backhands it towards the center of the zone, but it goes to nobody but a Rice jersey. Kicked down the zone by number 13, Eliza Fisher, but right back in it goes. Comets do a change, 16 for the Bouvier, trying to throw it up out into the Comet zone, but met by the Comets who just came off the bench from a line change. Isabel Stewart off the boards to Kuchar, past Kuchar. Back up ice, it's coming as number 16, Bouvier for the Rice Little Indians. I can't say that, Rice Green Knights. I'm sorry, folks, when I graduated in 86. They were Indians back then.
Yeah, they were Indians back in 97 too.
We got the puck in the corner here. Haley Lamphir, picking it up, throwing it up to Braylon Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looking for Kuchar, but gets past her, and it's going to go the length for a nice 3 minutes, 56 seconds left.
This game has gone by quick.
31-8 is the differentials on the shots.
Score is 5-2 still, folks.
Look at how we accommodate you folks. We're giving you all this technical information that most of you didn't think we had.
Well, maybe some did.
Maybe some. Yeah, my mom's listening. Hi, Mary Paul. Shot thrown in, kick to the side by Dahlia Steele. Off the boards. In steps number 17, Lulu Coleman. Throws it in just to the corner, but it's going to come back out. Isabel Stewart. Good pressure on Stewart by Gatewood. Coming back the other way. Gatewood is met by Emma Castor. Pushing her wide. Great job by Castor, keeping her out of the shooting zones. Castor in behind with Gatewood behind the goal line. In comes Braylon Fitzgerald to help out and frees up Castor, who steps around and gets the puck out of the zone.
And that's going to go for icing.
You know that because the ref had his arm out.
Yeah.
I almost thought you were like predicting it, but I'm realizing you know what you're talking about.
Kinda.
You're not your brother.
Good point.
It's a good thing Eric had Owen, because Owen's the only one that taught him how to play hockey. Faced off in the Comet zone. Controlled by the Comets, kind of, but Emery Rascal ends up with it, but it gets pushed out of the zone by Cushing and up to Myra McGinn. Myra McGinn's taking a little bit wide. She might have a shot. She does. McGivney knocks it down in front. Rebounds there. Cushing's trying to get her stick on it, but Rascal is all over it. Emery does a great job getting that puck out. Emery Rascal got some deep Franklin County ties. Her dad, Joel, was a coach here at Sassa. Mom, Leisha, grew up in Enosburg. Her grandmother, Lise Gates, runs the dairy center. So there's a lot of Franklin County folks up here rooting for number 22 for the Rice Green Knights.
There you go.
I had to think hard on that one.
I saw you look at the roster on the paperwork.
Look at that roster. So, who would write that small? It's telling me, that's big. But the players' names are so small. Behind the net is Isabel Stewart, pressured by number 14, Claire Hamilton. Gets it up to the boards to Cushing. Cushing gets it across to Raina Spalding. Spalding crosses into the Rice zone with it. She's going down the boards wide. She's got McGinn out front. Goes around the net, passes to McGinn, but McGinn got tied up right there by Sarah Robb. Great job by Robb. Because that would have been McGinn's second goal of the game, probably. Raina Spalding with it, pushes it over to Stewart. Stewart up ice to Cushing. Cushing skating backwards, controlling the puck into the zone. What a smooth move. She goes across to the center ice to Raina Spalding, gets past her to the corner. Spalding picks it up, though, gets it back to Cushing behind the net. Stewart throws it in from a pass from Cushing, off a body, picked up by Jillian Smith on a pinch in. Pressured by two Rice players. Smith to Cushing, who came from the other side of the net behind, goes up front, throws one in off the skates. Number 18, Kate Larkin, goes behind the net. Picked up by McGinn, goes out through a bunch of bodies to Stewart. Stewart throws one high off a stick in the corner, picked up by Cushing. Cushing steps around number 7. Oh, but she had no room. She got around Sarah Robb, but she had Kate Larkin right there, said you are not getting through.
It just kind of rolled off her stick a little too far to reach it when she got near Larkin.
Stewart chases it down her own zone, rolls around Gatewood, comes back up ice with it, backhand pass over to Gabby Frady's. Frady's got some speed into the zone. Coming through, gets a nice back check on number 21, Abby Booth, onto a Frady's stick as the shot goes wide. Puck in the middle, great job, bouncing puck. Lily Ferraro throws one in on a bouncing puck. Rebound, and would that be number 3?
That would be number 3.
In comes Chatham Brett charging from the left side. Threw her stick on it, gets it over the body of the goalie and loses control and hits the ice.
Do you think she has more goals in 2 years of high school hockey than her father did in 3?
She looked like her dad there when she fell on the ice.
Oh.
After the shot, but
Speaking behind the net, where Chatham just scored.
Yeah, Dad. He
You can see Dad.
He stands there on purpose so he can show himself on TV. His dad, his parents are in Florida, so they want to make sure he's doing okay.
Yeah.
Chatham Brulette, they're getting the 6th goal of the game. Comets are right back in business, back into the Rice zone right now. Marley Johnson pinching down low to help Haley Howard. Puck stayed low. Braylon Fitzgerald picks it up. 49 seconds left of this game. Fitzgerald there really battling behind the net with it. Keeping it low. Kick back up off with a rock stick onto Marley Johnson. Johnson goes across the blue line, backhands it towards the front. Rice player throws it back in the corner. Johnson's there, but the Rice player picks it up. That'd be number 8, Riley Luton. Trying to throw it up out of the zone, but the Comets are just really feverishly keeping that puck in.
Yeah, they want zone time.
Emery Rascal trying to throw it high and out of the zone, but it ran into some more bodies. Now it's going to be, I cannot believe Haley LaRock just back-checked and kept it in for a moment longer. Luton throws it over to number 13. Fisher into the Comet zone, throws one into a body. It blocks to the corner. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. Rock throwing it out of the zone. It's going to be Haley Howard. She's going to run out of time. Game's over, folks. They can't hear the whistle. There it is.
Couldn't hear the buzzer.
I said it. They should have heard me. So the clock hit 0 just as Howard crossed the blue line, and no buzzer.
Yeah, there was a little delay on the buzzer. I don't know what's going on.
And, folks, you play to the whistle. But here we go. The game comes to an end. 6-2 Comet victory. Rice never backed up, never gave up.
No, they
hard.
didn't. They skated until the last whistle, which we didn't think was going to come.
Yeah.
Final shot totals 34 Comets, 8 for the Little Indians.
Full game, full team play there by the Comets.
Yeah,
I think
they controlled the game from start to finish. They didn't lose any control, even though they give up one really soft goal, kind of. Steele didn't have her stick, kind of a mix up, but.
Look down here. We have Emery Rascal giving Braylon Fitzgerald some flowers. Card. I'm going to get choked up here. Emery Rascal lost her dad to cancer a few years ago. So she knows what Braylon's going through right now. So it's touching, very touching. There, I'm pulling it back, getting here. They almost got me. They almost got me. But that's what sports is all about. High school hockey. The camaraderie, even though you fought hard against each other the whole game. Look at everybody right now. 2 different jerseys hugging.
Yeah, and that's what it's about.
So, folks, if you're sitting at home and you got a young kid that wants to do something and then all they're doing is playing video games, put them into something. Get them into a sport. It doesn't have to be hockey. Get them into a team sport and let them enjoy this type of experience.
Yeah, there's nothing like, especially if you're a parent, watching your kids play sports is by far one of the greatest gifts you can have.
Yeah, and just try to stay in control, parents, when you're watching your kids play sports, because I can tell you, speaking from my own experiences, I wasn't always the best parent on the sideline, but I tried.
I've learned a lot the last few years.
Oh, my God, yeah. Yeah.
I probably wasn't the greatest up until when I pulled my son from a local association and brought him to Dynamo. That's when I changed what I brought to the table as a parent.
Yeah.
And since then, it's been very low-key for me.
It's self-reflection and perspective really goes a long ways, and people should just do that. And the game's a lot more enjoyable for everybody if everybody's enjoying it. And that's all I got to say on that little pulpit. But
yeah.
Before we take off, I want to reach out to our sponsors one more time, and I'd like to thank our community partners that help make this broadcast possible: Northwestern Counseling and Support Services, the Afterglow Foundation, Northwestern Rehab Services, My Healthy Vermont, Notch Stones, Auto Repair in St. Albans Fairfield locations, Stewart, Clarence Brown, Handy Cars, Union Bank, JC Image, and Collins Pearly Sports Fitness Center. If your business would like to join our community partners and contribute to the production of these games, please contact Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV, 802-782-8676. Northwest Council and Sports Services and the Africa Foundation are partnering to raise awareness and prevent suicide in our community. If you or someone you care about is struggling, remember, we are here for you 24/7 and completely confidential. Call NCSS Emergency Services anytime at 802-524-6554. Then press 1 or connect with the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by calling, texting, or chatting at 988. One call, one text, one chat. Save a life. Wow, really glad to be back up here, Joe.
Yeah, no, it's great to be back up here this past Saturday. Obviously, we missed you because you were home fighting something.
I'm telling you, it's got to be the B because there's no way I got the A. Never.
But no, it's good to be back up here with you again for another year. And next home game, the 28th for these girls?
I believe so. And let me see. I'll look at my smartphone because it tells me everything.
Yeah. I want to say it's the 28th, next
28th,
home game.
Yep. And I'll figure out who they're playing before then. But it's different when I don't have my daughter in the
you don't have the same
mix.
You don't have to worry about who they're playing or whatnot as much when your kids aren't playing.
But the Comets go on the road this Saturday, and but I'm sure there's probably some rink down there where they're going to be live streaming it. So follow the Comet page on Facebook, and they'll tell you how to watch it. And next time you can see me and Joe up here on the 28th as we call another great game and enjoy ourselves. So
yeah, most definitely.
Folks, thanks for coming and listening and tuning in. And like I said, you might have to tune back out, jump back on to catch the boys link, but the boys are playing right after us, and that should be one of the premier games of the night here in the state. Rice playing BFA.
Yeah, that's going to be a top-notch game. Both of them are sitting on. Rice is sitting number 1, I believe, in Division I, and BFA's 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, and there's a couple young players on the Rice team. Baylor Lamus and Joe Alexander played for SASA. They actually each played a year at BFA before moving to Rice. So there's a lot of local connections here. We get Ayana Lamus, number 19 for the Comets, is Baylor's younger sister. So mom and dad get to come to a
I was going to say, this is probably first time in a long time they've been able to watch both kids in the same rink on the same night.
You know as well as I do, you get two kids playing sports, it's divide and conquer.
Hey, this weekend I'm headed to Marlboro, Mass. With my daughter, and my wife's headed to Utica, New York for my son for a tournament.
So let me ask you a question. Are you going to Marlboro, Mass because it's great shopping down there and you want to keep your wife from outlets? Or?
No, I'm one of the coaches on my daughter's team.
You lucked out. You lucked out. That's all I can say.
But I'm sure we'll make a stop to pier hockey just to kill some time in between games or whatnot. But we're not buying anything.
I made a mistake because I always bought my stuff at Replay Sports. Or there's a Verano was a family in town here whose son was a goalie, and he grew out of his stuff so fast that it was like new. I was able to purchase it from him for Aaron as a goalie, and finally we went into pure hockey just for the heck of it, and she wanted to try on some leg pads, and the guy says, "You got your skates?" And we didn't have them with us, so he said, "Here, let me put these on." He put a brand new pair of skates on, and she just looked at me, and the look on her face was like, "What have you been doing to me all my life? These skates feel incredible." Yeah, they do for $800.
No, they do. Well, that was then.
Yeah.
Now you can double or triple that.
No, she stayed foot size, kept her down in that. Thank God.
That's the thing. Like my son's been hinting that he needs new skates. I've been trying to prolong it as long as I can, but I think before the season's over this year, we're gonna have to get new skates.
At night, when he goes to bed, just take his toes and bend them forward and tape them. Maybe put some wool socks on and tape them. So it just kind of bends the toes over, shortens the foot a little bit. You keep him in the junior size a little bit longer.
Well, no, we're already out of the junior size. We're in the intermediate. So
you're in the midterms, yeah.
Well, actually, both kids are in intermediate right now, so
you're in reprieve.
I don't think I really have to worry about my daughter's foot growing too much more, but definitely my son.
Yeah, it's incredible. All right, folks, I'm going to bid adieu, go outside, and I'll probably walk outside without my coat on because when I walked in the rink, there was a kid walking in with a winter coat, a winter hat, and a pair of shorts, and he was just nonchalantly walked through the parking lot.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's the one of the kids on the U14 T2s. They had spin class during the girls' game.
That's where he was heading.
Yeah, so yeah, could have been one of my boys' teammates.
I can't do it. But folks, I'm gonna have my truck running. Hopefully, I hit the button here soon. But thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys, and don't hesitate to reach out to Northwest Access and help them out. They're a nonprofit, and any type of donation contribution you want to make, they greatly appreciate it.
And it keeps us doing these games.
There you go. Our wives appreciate us out of the house. You guys have a great night. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
for all Vermont school-sponsored activities. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic differences, or disability. Any violation in the game or in the stands can and will result in game stoppages, ejections, or forfeits. Let's all work together to ensure a healthy, supportive environment for everyone involved. Rice Green Knights, a junior defenseman, number 3, Wesley Casabont. A senior defenseman, number 11, Chase Lyford. A senior forward, number 2, Griffin Seats. A senior forward, number 7, Joe Alexander. A senior forward, number 20, Baylor Lamo. And goalie this evening for the Knights, a sophomore, number 29, Connor Williams. Fans, it's time to get on your feet to meet and greet your feet at a Bobwhites. A senior defenseman, number 5, Owen Bonnet. A senior defenseman, number 15, Gavin Benoit. A senior forward, number 14, Brody Tatro. A senior forward, number 23, Colby Magnet. A junior forward, number 18, Duffy Smith. And your netminder this evening for your Bobwhites, a sophomore, number 31, Zachary Merchant. Fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise, if you're able, and kindly remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Bliss with Northwest Access. Division I Boys High School Hockey, BFA Bobwhites at home tonight, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, playing the #1 team in the state, Rice Green Knights. Rice coming in with a 6-2-0 record on the season and sitting at #1 all year on the pregame Twirl Power Rankings. BFA coming in with a 5-3-0 record. Only losses coming for the Bobwhites were Canton, South Burlington, and Essex. Canton was a tough close loss, 3-2. South Burlington down at Cairns, a 2-0 loss to the Wolves, and a close 3-2 loss down at Essex Skating Facility versus the Hornets. And notable wins for the Rice Knights, 3-2 over South Burlington, a 3-1 victory over Essex, a 8-1 victory over Colchester, and a 3-2 win over Spalding. And as I said, Week 7 Power Rankings coming to you from pregame Twirl, #1 Rice, #2 Spalding, #3 CVU, #4 your Bobwhites, and 5 South Burlington Wolves. Starting lineup for Rice is Seats, Lamus, and Alexander with Casavant, and #11 Lyford on defense with Williams in net, Connor Williams. And for the Bobwhites, we have Tatro, Magnan, and Smith, who played together all year with Bonnet and Benoit and Merchant between the pipes. And right away, there's Rice coming into the zone of BFA. Good pressure there from the Green Knights. Down low, BFA just trying to break out. Picking up now to Benoit, over to Bonnet. Bonnet off the boards, trying to find Magnan. It's just ahead of him as that goes in on Williams. He chooses not to cover. Smith now. Duffy Smith looking for the point. He gets it to Bonnet. Bonnet with a shot there off the blocker. And a little commotion in front of the net as the Green Knights manage to break it out quickly. Coming quickly now is Seats. Seats just losing that one at the blue line. And Tatro now picking it up. Tatro, leading scorer for the Bobwhites, gets knocked off the puck there. He'll get a line change. And now Green Knights breaking it out with time. Intercepted there by #27 for the Bobwhites. Garso trying to get it down deep. He does. Down low now. Nice shot there from the point. That's blocked by a Green Knight. And Rice keeping it in at the point. A good job there as Garso comes in. Picking up now is Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer moves. Schreindorfer and a shot there by #19, Braden Manning. And BFA gets on the board. So good work there from the Bobwhites as Rice could not break the puck out. And original shot came from Schreindorfer, but as it gets blocked in front, Manning picking up the trash, firing that one past Williams. BFA getting on the board, 13:44 left in the first. Picked up now, Garso couldn't handle. He gets knocked off the puck. Couldn't keep it in where the Bobwhites. They managed to do so. Manning again. Goal scorer Manning. Couldn't handle there. But good breakout there from the Green Knights. Green Knights back-to-back state champions last 2 years. Coached by Justin Martin. And Brandon Manning getting his 3rd goal of the year. So Schreindorfer getting the lone assist on the Braden Manning goal. But good to see BFA getting on the board early in this hockey game. Down low now, Jarvis takes a hit. Sam Spalding coming in for support. Spalding to Jarvis as he just whiffs on that one. Kept in now at the point. Shot there from the point from Low Rock, and that's tipped by Jarvis. And what a statement here from the Bobwhites, scoring 2 quick goals. Shot from the point from Benjamin LaRock. Gets tipped on the way through. Jarvis, using that hand-eye coordination, gets a stick on it and gets it past Williams. Unbelievable start to this game, folks. Coming in now is Rice. Couldn't handle, but Rice just trying to reset things. Bumped in, Little Rock picks up that one. In the neutral zone now, Rice trying to get it deep. So LaRock getting the lone assist on the Jarvis goal. And Manning getting that first goal for the Bobwhites. BFA again couldn't handle. Coming quickly now is number 9, Pizza Galley. Pizza Galley dumping it deep for the Green Knights. Back now, Benoit. Benoit just trying to get it out. Benoit takes a big check from number 8, Walter Morris, as that's an offsides call. With 11:57 left in the first, 2-0 Bobwhites. Quickly getting on the board. Jarvis doing a good job there, just getting a stick on that. And coming quickly now is Tatro. Tatro with a low shot as that's kicked aside by Williams. And another opportunity there for the Bobwhites. Duffy Smith now. Smith taking some punishment down in the corner. Coming for support was Magnan, who couldn't handle. And quickly now coming out is Giroux. Giroux getting it to his winger. Shot there just high. That's a good shot there by number 8, Walter Morris. Just a little high there. Tumped in by Tatro now. Pressure from Magnan. Magnan just trying to get out front to Smith. He couldn't handle. Coming quickly now are the Green Knights. Is Donati. Donati who couldn't get that shot on net as it hits a body on the way through. Tatro now. Tatro working his way as he fires that in and gets a good line change as all the Bobwhites get to the bench. Manning now. Manning with a shot there. Rebound. And that's kept out, and what a save there by Williams as he keeps that puck out. And a close opportunity there again for the Bobwhites, as I think there was some miscommunication there from the Rice Green Knights. Fired in now by Phelps. Coming out now is Williams to hold it. He drops it to 3, Wesley Casavant. Casavant now off the boards to nobody as that's intercepted and dumped back down by Phelps. Resetting now are the Green Knights. Green Knights just trying to fire that off the glass. They can't get it out. Garso now. Garso takes a big hit by Baylor Lamus. Lamus using his body. Lamus 2 points, 2 assists on the season. 4 points for him. And Schreindorfer getting away with a trip there. 10:15 left in the first. As they were looking for Lamus there with a good breakout just ahead of him. And BFA will get a much needed line change. That's back now. Green Knights is Casavant, intercepted here by Jarvis. Jarvis now firing it back deep. And pressure here coming from Smith, Eli Smith. And couldn't keep it in was Myers. Myers off the boards, trying to find Smith again. And intercepted there Jarvis as Spalding jumps in on the bench. And we'll have a face-off. And face-off will be in the neutral zone. And one back by the Green Knights. As back now is Ryder Donati. Donati gets that one out for the Green Knights. Ryder Donati, 4 goals, 2 assists on the season for him. And Donati couldn't get there as that's also an offsides. Leading goal scorers for the Green Knights, number 13, Vincent Lanzetta. Lanzetta with 7 goals, 6 assists on the season. And as I was saying before, Donati, 4 goals, 2 assists. Defenseman for the Green Knights. And Griffin Seats, number 2, 3 goals, 2 assists as well. Coming quickly now are the Green Knights is Carter Bean. Bean just getting past Bonnet. Bean work his way in, and Bean with a beautiful backhander shelf. And Rice answers there with a beautiful goal by number 21, Carter Bean, who roofs that backhand. See if we can get you assist there, but what a move as Bean almost got pinched off by Bonnet. Found his way in and just Shifty little move to get that backhand off past goaltender Merchant. But now the Green Knights showing some life as they get a much needed goal. Breaking out now is Magnin. Out, couldn't handle. And intercepted now, coming in is number 25, Sislo. Slow shot there by number 16, Martin, as that's kicked aside by Merchant. And big hit there by Lyford, as the Green Knights throwing around the body. And we're gonna have a penalty here, as I think Tatra's going to the box for cross-checking. So we will get to see the Green Knights power play and the BFA penalty kill. Good crowd here tonight at Collins Pearly. And one back now by the Green Knights. Time there by number 8, Morris, who fires that one over the net. And kept in now by Lyford. Lyford now. Lyford with moves. Lyford taking his time. Lyford over to number 8, Morris. Morris, as that gets blocked on the way through. To Lyford. Lyford flipping that down deep to Seats. Seats getting that to number 5, Ribera. Ribera with a shot there. And Rice Green Knights tie this game 2-2. As Ribera finds the top corner. And just as everybody thought BFA was dominating this game, the number 1 team in the state answers quickly. 2-2. And you can see why this team has been sitting at number 1 all year, back-to-back champions, as I said. Back now, BFA. And for support, Lemus. So Alexander and Lyford with assists on the Ribera snipe. And BFA now trying to pressure Lemus. Lemus getting to the red line, taking some punishment as he didn't get there, and that'll be icing. Lemus taking a bit of a hit over by the red line. And the faceoff will be in the Green Knight zone to the right of Williams. At the faceoff now, Jarvis winning that one back. Benoit with a shot there. Good save by Williams. Kicks that aside. And Jarvis and Spalding working down low now. Rice just trying to work it out. Intercepted there. And a trip there, as that's an easy call for the referee, as number 21, Bean, gets tripped up. And Eli Smith will go to the box. And we saw what the power play did last power play, as it didn't take long for the Green Knights to fire one past Merchant and face off one back now as Lyford gets it down. And in the slot there, sticking with it was number 7, Alexander, as he couldn't get a shot off. Alexander and Bonnet battling. Alexander and Bonnet. Bonnet winning that battle. Bonnet just trying to get it out. And again, Alexander, shot there from number 8. Morris is a good save there. Cycled down by the Green Knights. Bonnet using the body as he loses that battle to Seats. Seats still with it. Seats up the boards to number 5, Ribera. Ribera, who had that last goal. Ribera gets it over to number 11, Lyford. Lyford just looking down low, trying to find number 8, Morris. And again, Shot there, blocked, but a good shot there by Rivera again. And Tatro could be a 2-on-1 with Magnan. Magnan and Tatro. Tatro working his way in, and a good save there by Williams. And a good opportunity there from the Bobwhites as Tatro and Magnan combined for that close effort. Not a great shot from Tatro, but a good opportunity. Short-handed with still 1:07 left on the Smith tripping call. And BFA wins that one back. And that's off the boards. Was Malbuff getting it down deep, having the Green Knights having to reset things. Coming quickly now is Albertson. Albertson just losing that as Donati couldn't handle. And Donati couldn't get it deep as the Bobwhites fire it back in. And good pressure here. And off the boards to number 24, Giroux. Giroux has some time. Giroux getting to the red line. Giroux sticks with it. Giroux working his way in. And just ahead of him, he's still with it. Giroux trying to cycle down low. And he gets it to his winger. Up to the point to number 5, Donati. He gets a shot on net. And good pressure here from the Bobwhites. A little one-time shot there from Giroux, goes off the side of the net. Lamus battling down low now. Lamus and Lanzetta. Lamus and Lanzetta trying to win this battle down low. Good pressure there from the Rice Green Knights. And a shot there up in the netting as Albertson was just trying to make a cross-ice pass as that hits a stick and goes up into the netting. As we're back to 5-on-5 now. Good kill by the Bobwhites. A couple opportunities there for the Green Knights. Face-off one there by the Green Knights. Cycled down, Tucker Martin gets it down to number 25, Sislo. Sislo losing that battle. Coming out now, Gagno. Gagno couldn't handle it, apparent. Kept in by the Green Knights, they fire that down. Martin now. Martin over on the boards, takes a little punishment from a couple Bobwhites. Get to the point, a shot there from number 11, Lyford, as Merchant has to struggle to make that play and cover up. But now we see the tables turning as Rice starting to dominate a little bit here. As the faceoff will be to the left of Merchant. BFA taking 2 penalties tonight. Rice capitalizing on one of them. 2-2 hockey game, 4:22 left in the first. 2-2. Back now for the Bobwhites is Gleason. Gleason firing off the glass, trying to find Duffy Smith. And now is Kazavant. Kazavant sticking with it. Kazavant down low, couldn't handle. Picking up now is Ritchie. Ritchie cycling down low. Tyler Ritchie, 3 goals, 3 assists. And Tatro now working his way out. Tatro with moves, firing it down. As Williams has to come out. And looks like we're going to have a hooking call. As number 21, Carter Bean, going to the box. Hooking call for Bean. Bean, the first goal scorer for Rice. We'll see what BFA can do on the power play here. Phelps now. And a shot there, as that's just wide by Spalding, as he had a great opportunity there. And just crosses the line as Phelps couldn't keep it in. But right on the back door was Sam Spalding, who almost could have just tapped it in, but fired it wide. Unfortunate one there. As that would have put BFA up 3-2. BFA should get another opportunity. Phelps now. Phelps with time. Phelps just losing that battle. As Spalding comes in for support. As he had to Garso. That's fired down the ice. Spalding now. Sam Spalding. Spalding working his way out of the zone as he gets pinched off. And dumped down deep by number 7, Joe Alexander, as he forces BFA to have to reset things. Phelps now taking his time with just 1:10 left in that penalty. And just ahead of Garso. But Schreindorfer handles that. Manning now. Manning just getting knocked off that puck. Manning, first goal scorer for the Bobwhites tonight. And Benoit now has time. Benoit at the point. Benoit with a nice little shot there as that's kicked wide by Williams. And again, Benoit keeping it in. Benoit with a bouncing shot there just to the side of Williams. But good low shots here from the Bobwhites point. Bonnet now firing on all cylinders behind the net. Tatro now getting it to Benoit. Benoit with a low shot there just wide as LaPlume comes in for support. LaPlume getting it down to Smith. Smith now taking his time. Duffy Smith. Smith just losing that one as he picks it up and has to fire that in as it's delayed off sides. BFA's got to tag up just under 20 seconds on the penalty for Bean as he'll be getting out of the box soon. And Lamus now pressuring hard. And Lamus is all over Tatro. And Benoit now as we're back to 5-on-5. Best opportunity there was from Spalding, who almost had one. Benoit working his way in. Benoit using his moves. Gets it to LaPlume. LaPlume to Tatro. Tatro one-times that as it's not handled by Williams. He has to make a decent save. Smith getting knocked off the puck there, and coming the other way now is Ribera. Ribera just flicking that one in for the Green Knights as we have 1:25 left in the first, 2-2. Green Knights now. Lyford. Lyford with a shot there as Merchant makes a good save. But Chase Lyford, good low shot there as he gets a little tester on Merchant. Faceoff will be to the left of Merchant. And Jarvis at the faceoff now with Joe Alexander. Alexander wins that one back. And just losing it there was number 2, Seats, as he couldn't handle. And dumping it in now is LaRock as he gets it down deep. Good pressure there from Jarvis. Jarvis now kept in by LaRock. Now LaRock just losing that one. Good move there by Joe Alexander. Alexander looking for support. Alexander still with it. He gets it into the slot as Griffin Seats fires that one. And I don't think any of the Bobwhites knew it even went in, but Seats with a great shot there as the Green Knights go up 3-2 late in this first period. A good pass right out into the slot. And Griffin Seats was there to get his 4th goal of the year.
At the 14-minute and 11-second mark.
Unfortunate one there for the Bobwhites, but
Nice goal scored by number 2, Griffin Seats, and assisted by number 7, Joe Alexander.
and a great pass there from number 7, Alexander, as he gets it right into the slot. And Seats wasted no time to fire that one past Merchant. And as I said, Seats getting his 4th goal of the year. But good save there just a second ago coming from the Rice goaltender Williams. A shot there from Malbuff as that hit some bodies on the way through. BFA now pressuring hard, Manning down low. Bouncing puck as Rice just trying to settle that down. Is number 14, Albertson. Albertson now taking his time. Good break out there. He gets it to number 24, Giroux off the boards as icing's called off. And out front again, but nobody there for the Green Knights, as that's a hooking call, not called right at the end of the period. And a little extracurricular there as Lanzetta put a hit on Garso. But a great period there from both teams. Goals for the Bobwhites coming from Braden Manning, assist from Schreindorfer. And Jarvis, Trey Jarvis getting that 2nd goal for the Bobwhites with an assist from number 17, LaRock. And then the Green Knights coming back quickly, showing their life. Carter Bean getting that 1st goal. for the Green Knights. And second goal is number 5, Ribeiro, with an assist from Alexander. And third goal for the Green Knights coming from number 2, Griffin Seats, with another assist from Alexander and Lyford. So Alexander getting his second point of the night. Excuse me. And right now, Rice Green Knights up 3-2, as we're going to hear a word from our sponsors. We'd like to thank our community partners that help make this broadcast possible: Northwestern Counseling and Support Services, the Afterglow Foundation, Northwestern Rehab Services, My Healthy Vermont, Notch, Stone's Auto in St. Albans and Fairfield, Stewart's Clarence Brown, Handy Cars, Union Bank, JC Image, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to join our community partners and contribute to the production of these games, please contact Paul Schneider at Northwest Access TV, 802-782-8676. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with you for second period action. This is Jason Bliss with Northwest Access. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Division I Boys High School Hockey, Jason Bliss with Northwest Access. BFA Bobwhites down 3-2, just about the start of the second period. BFA 2 early goals in that first period, really dominating that first half of the first period. Goals coming from number 19, Brandon Manning, assist from number 26, Schreindorfer. And the second goal for the Bobwhites coming from freshman number 11, Trey Jarvis. Assist coming from number 17, Benjamin LaRock. And then quickly answering were the Rice Green Knights, number 21, Carter Bean, getting that quick goal for the Green Knights. Assist from number 5, Colton Ribera. And then not long after on the power play, number 5, Ribera firing top corner. Assist from Joe Alexander. And then right at the end of that first period, Griffin Seats with Alexander getting his second assist. And second assist was Chase Lyford, getting credit for that one. So Merchant doing a good job for the Bobwhites, doing what he can, as Rice has been on the power play twice tonight. Tatro getting a cross-checking call and Eli Smith getting a tripping call. And only penalty coming from the Rice Green Knights was Bean with a hooking call, but now we're underway with second period action as Bonnet now intercepts that. Owen Bonnet looking for support. Bonnet fires that one on Williams as he kicks that aside. Coming quickly now are the Green Knights. Just losing that was Casavant as Tatro pokes that puck away and dumped down back to number 7, Joe Alexander. Alexander 2 points on the night, 2 assists. Kept in by the Green Knights as there's good pressure there. Just ahead of Bonnet as Tatro comes in, almost gets tripped up as Smith fires that one off the referee. Bonnet with a good backhand pass to Benoit. Benoit just trying to break out now. Benoit getting it to Smith. And just behind him, Benoit fires that one on the net as that's kicked up in the netting by Connor Williams, Rice goaltender. There's good pressure there from both teams as the faceoff will be down to the right of Connor Williams. But week 7 power rankings, Rice at number 1, Spalding at 2, CVU at 3, BFA at 4, and South Burlington at 5. BFA really was holding strong in that 3 spot, but dropping off after losses to South Burlington and Essex recently. And number 24, Sebastian Giroux, couldn't keep that in for the Green Knights. There's good reception there by number 26 for BFA, Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer taking some punishment as he uses his body and takes down number 14, Peyton Albertson. Schreindorfer again just losing that puck as Peyton Albertson wins that battle. Albertson trying to find a cross-ice path to Lanzetta as that's just ahead of him. Lanzetta, one of those players that's very dangerous for the Rice Green Knights. 13 points on the season for Lanzetta, so keep an eye on him. 13 for the Green Knights. Jarvis now coming in for the faceoff for the Bobwhites with Carter Bean. Bean winning that one back. And over to Colton Ribera. Ribera couldn't handle there. Ribera 2 points as well tonight. Had that beautiful shot on the power play. And back now are the Green Knights trying to break out. Here's Ribera. Ribera with moves, dishing it off to his winger. Digging in now is Tyler Ritchie. Ritchie taking a hit from LaRock as he handles that one well. And again, coming in was Colton Ribera as he uses his body. And shot there from the point, rebound. And a close one there, close opportunity as Merchant couldn't see that one. LaRock now. LaRock taking some punishment as Ribera wins that battle. Coming in Jarvis now for support. 12:45 left in the second, 3-2 Green Knights. And coming now is Wilbur trying to break out now to Sam Spalding. He manages to get it out as that'll be an easy icing call for the referees to make as BFA will get a line change as well as the Green Knights. Good crowd here tonight at Collins Pearly. I'm sure a lot of folks came up from Chittenden County to watch the Green Knights play BFA Bobwhites. Face off now to the right of Merchant. As Rice wins that one back. And Rice now with a shot there from number 16, Martin, as that was a good save by Merchant. And Giroux now. Giroux with time. Giroux fires that one through traffic. Rebound and a good save again by Merchant. Good opportunity there from the Green Knights. Kept in now by number 6, Donati, who couldn't handle that one. He's pressured hard. And Giroux now. Giroux resetting things. Giroux couldn't handle as well. He's pressured from Gagnon. Kept in now. Bonnet's there. Bonnet can't fire it deep. Just losing an edge was LaPlume. LaPlume tying up his man, but could have been a close opportunity there for a holding call. No call. And Gagnon now has to wait as 2 Bobwhites come out of the zone. Gagnon still battling at the blue line. Parent gets that knocked off his stick. Back now the Bobwhites is Bonnet, as that goes all the way down for an icing call. And BFA will get a line change to get the first line on. Tatro, Smith, and Magnin. And Phelps and Malbuff at the point. Tatro now. Tatro trying to win that one back. Really nobody winning that face-off. 11:50 left in the second. 3-2. Green Knights. Magnin now down low battling. Coming in for support now for the Green Knights is Lyford. Lyford just managing to get that puck out. And losing that one is Phelps. He's picked up by Seat, as he couldn't handle as there was a falling Phelps. BFA now trying to break out is Malbuff. Charlie Malbuff now getting to the red line. Couldn't get it dumping deep. Intercepted now by the Green Knights. Coming quickly is Morris. Morris with a tough angle shot there. Close opportunities. That's kicked aside by Merchant. Coming the other way now as Smith gets that puck knocked off. Green Knights dump it deep as they tag up and get a much needed line change. Coming quickly now is Phelps. He has time. Phelps working his way to the red line. Firing that one just wide of Williams as BFA gets a line change as well. Giving Rice time to break out. Lyford taking his time. Lyford working his way out of the zone. Lyford using his speed to the neutral zone. He gets to the red line but fires it up into the netting with 10:47 left in the second. As faceoff will be in the neutral zone. So at the faceoff, Garso and Albertson, one back by Garso. Dumped in now by the Green Knights. LaRock now back. LaRock just losing an edge, going on the boards hard. And LaRock staying with it. LaRock losing another edge, might need a skate sharpen. And picking up now is Giroux. Giroux firing that one up over Merchant. As LaRock doesn't have a stick, might as well either go to the bench or you're pretty much useless, but coming quickly now is Manning. Manning dishing it off to Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer using the brakes. He loses an edge as well. And intercepted now is Lanzetta. Vincent Lanzetta. Lanzetta with moves as that's poked away. Good defensive play there by LaRock. Flicked out by the Bobwhites. And choosing to hold is Connor Williams, as Schreindorfer was there with a slight stopping spray on him. Lanzetta working his way in with a little backhand toe drag, couldn't handle. Face-off will be to the right now of goaltender Williams for Rice. There's a good face-off there by Jarvis as he wins it back. Bonnet couldn't handle at the blue line. Bonnet now getting it off the boards as that one could be an offsides call. As face-off will be in the neutral zone at the far dot. Jarvis again on the face-off with Carter Bean. Benoit now. Benoit working his way in. Benoit just firing that down. BFA pressuring hard. Coming in Smith, who couldn't handle Eli Smith. Smith pressuring. Get Jarvis for support. Back now is number 5, Ribera. Ribera just trying to get it out. And Ribera again picking up. Ribera in the neutral zone. He gets pinched off by Eli Smith. Ribera sticks with it. Rivera just trying to find his winger. And good interception there by Sam Spalding as he read that one like a book. And Jarvis now. Trey Jarvis, freshman for Bobwhites, working his way in. Jarvis off the board, trying to get to Bonnet as that's intercepted by number 5, Rivera. Rivera dumps it in, and he gets a line change. Bonnet now. Bonnet taking his time. Bonnet working his way through the neutral zone. Bonnet with a good hit there on number 9, Pizza Galley, as he goes into the boards. Good job there by Owen Bonnet with his physicality. Bonnet again, looking for support. Bonnet just firing that one, hitting number 19, Jack Webb. Webb takes a hit from Bo Parent. On the boards now was number 9, Pizza Galley, just trying to find his winger, number 25, Sislo. And icing the puck down now for Rice was number 15, Grady Petrache. And we'll have a face-off down in the Rice zone as they're still ahead 3-2. Not as action-packed second period as the first was, with plenty of goals and penalties. So let's see if BFA can get things going here. 8:20 left in the second. LaPlume now trying to get it deep. He does. Back now is number 4, Welcome. Evan Welcome, who loses that battle. Kept in now. Phelps couldn't get there. Phelps does get to the just before the red line, firing it in as BFA tags up. Flick back now. Are the Green Knights just trying to break out? Working his way out's Lyford. Lyford losing that to Phelps. Phelps now looking for LaPlume. LaPlume intercepting that. He couldn't get it deep. LaPlume battling. Picked up now by Parents. He couldn't get a shot off. Good opportunity there from Bo Parent. Intercepted now. Coming quickly is Alexander. Joe Alexander working his way in. Alexander hits the brakes, trying to look for a spinning shot. Still with it. Alexander just losing that puck as that's intercepted by Tatro. Tatro trying to handle that one. Tatro with moves. Tatro still with it. Tatro hits the brakes, taking some punishment by 2 Rice Green Knights. Parent comes in for support as LaRock and Magnan go to the same puck there. A little miscommunication. Pinching down LaRock. Magnan now. Magnan with a shot off the mask of Williams as that one's a little ringer off his mask. That's a good shot there from Magnan. And dumped down by Tatro as Duffy Smith uses his physicality. Coming quickly now are the Green Knights. There's a good opportunity there. So that could be a slight interference call on Myers, but no call there from the referees. Good no call as they let him play. Baylor Lamus now. Lamus with time. Lamus with moves. Lamus just getting knocked off the puck there by Myers. He sticks with it. Baylor Lamus still with it. Trying to dish it out to the slot. Nobody there as Rice will get an icing call as BFA fires it down. Felt a little pressure there as Lamus did a good job to stick with it. As Myers knocked him off the puck. But he found his way trying to dish it into the slot. Face off down in the BFA zone. Benoit now. Benoit just losing that battle. As coming in was Peyton Albertson. Albertson getting it to the point. Low shot there from Kazavan just wide. As Bonnet goes down. And getting up slowly as he had a stick in his ribcage from Lamus. But looking like Bonnet's all right. But he's slow getting up. Good to see Owen getting up. Bonnet now again. 6:10 left in the second, 3-2, Green Knights. Bonnet takes that hit easily. Picked up now by Schreindorfer as he takes a big hit from number 24, Giroux. Giroux using his physicality. Manning now with a good pinch hit over by the student section. And that goes up into the netting at center ice. As faceoff might be down in the right zone. 5:53 left in the second period. As I said, not as action-packed as the first, but overall a good hockey game so far by both teams. BFA holding strong. looking for that tying goal here. Sam Spalding down, looking for support. Eli Smith. Smith looking to cycle it down. He gets that puck knocked away by number 21, Bean. Bean firing that one up into the netting. As we'll have another face-off down in the right zone. Jarvis now at the face-off with Carter Bean. Bean winning that one to the right. Fired around, looking for Ribera as he's over on, couldn't handle on the sideboards. Knocked off the puck there. Again was Carter Bean. Bean buzzing around the neutral zone. Picked up now by Eli Smith. Smith just trying to get it deep. He can't do so. Off the boards, Jarvis trying to intercept. He can't. Coming quickly now is Tyler Ritchie. Ritchie getting it over to number 5, Colton Ribera. Ribera fires that one over the net. And Jarvis now. Jarvis trying to find his winger. Kept in now by Donati as he fires that one on the net. And Merchant has to make a call. And Phelps and Tyler Ritchie having some words after that play. Love to see that. Shows the passion in these players. Face-off one forward, couldn't get a shot off for the Rice Green Knights. Tough angle shot there as it's a rebound, and Merchant tracks that one down, but getting it on net was Pizza Galley. As Merchant had to do what he can to pull that one in and make a good save. Keeping this hockey game close. Merchant holding strong between the pipes for the Bobwhites. LaRock now. LaRock with time. LaRock looking to break out, trying to get it to Parent just ahead of him. As we're going to have a penalty here. Looking like number 16, Tucker Martin, going in the box for the Green Knights. Interference. Good opportunity here for the Bobwhites to get on the board late in this second period. Take your time, set up on the power play here. And good job there by the Green Knights. Winning that face-off. Benoit now getting it to Tatro. Tatro now taking his time. Tatro getting that knocked off. Coming in, Bonnet with a nice hit. Bonnet battling hard down low. And getting it to Benoit now. Benoit with time. Benoit looking for LaPlume. Benoit holding on. Benoit with a tough angle shot there and a good save there by Williams. Well, good moves there from Benoit. As Tatro's back now, he takes some pressure from Griffin Seats. Seats still all over Tatro. Seats with it. Seats getting it over to number 7, Joe Alexander, as there's a shorthanded opportunity there for Rice. Working out now is Tatro. Tatro getting some pressure from Bayer Lamus. As that's an offsides call, unfortunately. As the Bobwhites get in the zone just before the puck, LaPlume and Tatro. A little miscommunication there. 3:44 left in the second, 3-2. Green Knights. 1:04 left in the Martin interference call. Coming quickly now into the zone, Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer now getting knocked off the puck a little bit. Coming in for support is Sam Spalding. Spalding trying to get it to the point to Phelps. Phelps now back to Sam Spalding. Spalding to Phelps. Phelps firing that one as that hits a skate on the way through, just goes wide. Garso takes a pinch hit from Lamus, and Phelps can keep that one in. 34 left on the Martin penalty. BFA with probably one opportunity here left. Phelps now through the neutral zone. Phelps says that's a miscommunication there from him and Manning as they run into each other. And you never like to see that as a coach. Spalding now, Sam Spalding getting into the Green Knight zone. Spalding takes a little bit of a hit from Ryder Donati as there's just under 10 seconds left. LaRock now with a shot and a good block there from number 14, Peyton Albertson, as he sacrifices his body. And back to 5-on-5 now, as Rice trying to throw the body around a little bit as well. Tatro now. Tatro, good breakout there. Gets it to Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer and Manning. Schreindorfer just losing that one. Excuse me, Schreindorfer and Magnin working their way in. LaRock pinching down, trying to cycle down deep. Intercepted there were the Green Knights. Green Knights just trying to break it out. They do so. Coming quickly now is Vincent Lanzetta. Lanzetta with moves. Good pressure there from Myers. Myers all over Lanzetta. Smith now just flicking that out. Could be an opportunity here for the Bobwhites. Magnin just losing an edge, as he would have had a nice little breakaway there all alone. He just loses an edge as he tries to get a shot off. And going to the box now is Colby Magnin. Not sure what happened there. I know he lost an edge as he went into the boards. Not sure if it's unsportsmanlike if he said something on the way through, but putting Rice on the power play now right at the end of the period here. Good save there by Merchant as he kicks that aside. Benoit now working his way, flicking that all the way down.
In the second period of play, Bobwhite penalty on number 23, Colby Magnin. 2 minutes, unsportsmanlike conduct.
So Magnin must have said something after he fell. Referee must have heard him. Unsportsmanlike. And that's unfortunate one there for the Bobwhites as they're down by 1. Rice on the power play now. 1:20 left in the Magnin call. Keeping it in now was number 5, Ribera. Ribera looking like he's quarterbacking this, and a shot there from Ribera as that's a skate on the way through. And a good save there by Merchant, as we're just less than a minute left in the period here. 3-2, Green Knights. Offsides there, as it's an easy icing call as well, as Rice fires that one down the whole length of the rink. 45 left in the period, 59 left in the penalty. A little shorthanded opportunity here as BFA has a face-off in the Rice zone, as looks like Tatro tried to get a shot off on the face-off. And time now, Peyton Albertson. Albertson dishing it off to number 24, Giroux. Giroux takes some pressure from number 27, Garso, as he forces the Green Knights to reset. Picking it up now quickly is number 14, Albertson. Albertson with speed. Albertson working his way in, looking to set up. Albertson getting it to the point, to Donati, who couldn't handle. Ryder Donati taking pressure from Garso. Good job there by Garso, as BFA's got to tag up as Garso was still in the zone. Coming quickly now is Peyton Albertson. Albertson working his way into the BFA zone, intercepted there by Phelps right at the end of the period. And not much happening there other than a few penalties, as Magnin had an unsportsmanlike and Martin had an interference called. And 3-2 at the end of the second. I'd like to thank our community partners that help make this broadcast possible: Northwestern Counseling and Support Services, the Afterglow Foundation, Northwestern Rehab Services, My Healthy Vermont, Notch, Stones Auto in St. Albans and Fairfield, Stewart's Clarence Brown, Handy Cars, Union Bank, JC Image, and Collins Burley Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to join our community partners and contribute to the production of these games, please contact Paul Schneider at Northwest Access TV, 802-782-8676. So we're going to have Chuck a Puck right now, and we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with you for third period action. Rice Green Knights up 3-2 versus the BFA Bobwhites. This is Jason Bliss with Northwest Access. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Bliss, Northwest Access, bringing you Division I Boys High School Hockey. BFA Bobwhites down 3-2, going into the third period against the Rice Green Knights. BFA with a 5-3-0 record on the season. Rice 6-2-0. Rice sitting at number 1 Division I Boys rankings, as well as in the standings, power rankings and the standings. Face off now. BFA, unfortunately, still on the penalty kill as Magnan will be in the box for another 10 seconds. Flip down as BFA will end up killing this penalty off, as Magnan will probably go right onto the ice, and he does. Coming quickly now as that's just ahead of Baylor Lamus. Lamus now getting knocked off the puck. Down low now Lamus. Lamus dishing it out, getting it to the point. Shot there by Lyford as that's wide. Good opportunity there from Rice. As Tatro flicks that one off the boards. Bonnet now getting it D to D over to Benoit. And that one hits a stick, does not hit a stick on the way through. But high hit there as Lamus holding his head. Referees discussing at the center ice. Not sure if there's going to be a call here, as it was somewhat of a high hit on Lamus. And the referee going to the Rice bench to have a word with Coach Justin Martin, I'm sure, who would be unhappy with that. As well as Captain Joe Alexander having words with the other referee, trying to get an answer on that no call. As play will start up here in a second. Still 5-on-5. So maybe possibly BFA getting away with that one. As puck squirts on to Merchant as he covers that one up. 14:10 left in the third. 3-2 Green Knights. And shot here from the point as that hits a body on the way through. And getting it to the point again, couldn't keep it in with Sebastian Giroux. As he takes pressure down low, Wesley Kazavant. Kazavant working his way out. BFA dumping it down low with Schreindorfer as Garso goes to the bench to get a line change. Good pressure here from the Bobwhites. Malbuff now. Malbuff taking a bit of pressure. Coming in for support was Jarvis. Up the board, Smith, who couldn't get it out. Turning shot there by number 8, Walter Morris, just wide. And BFA breaking that puck out as it's intercepted by Smith. Eli Smith getting pinched by 2 Green Knights as that's intercepted by number 24, Sebastian Giroux. Giroux working his way in. Giroux trying to get a shot off. That gets blocked on the way through by Alex Wilbur. Sam Spalding now. Spalding just losing that one. And resetting things now are the Green Knights. Good pass there, getting it up to number 2, Seats. Seats with moves. Seats working his way in, and a close opportunity there as he was trying to find Richie on the back door. Seats with moves as he worked his way in. Shifty moves there from Seats. Seats having much success tonight as he had the 3rd goal for the Green Knights. And Green Knights still down low. Seats, 4 goals on the season, 2 assists. You can see why he's had success. Working his way in the BFA zone. Eli Smith there with some retaliation. No calls from the referees. Down low now. Good hit there as that's pinched off by Lyford. And referees letting the boys play as some extracurriculars going on over by the BFA student section as the net gets knocked off. Face-off will be to the left of Merchant. And at the the face-off, Gagno and Tucker Martin. As that's off the glass, couldn't get it out. Kept in now by the Green Knights. As that goes up into the BFA bench. 12:04 left in the third period. BFA just trying to tie up this hockey game as Rice has been up 3-2 since the end of the first period. Not much action in the second for goals. A few penalties. But BFA now just trying to stay composed, stay out of the box. Good pinch off hit there by LaPlume. Back now is Kazavan as he gets it off the boards, and BFA has to tag up as they were offsides. And good interception there. And a good opportunity there was the Green Knights as they were going in was Tucker Martin and number 9 Pizza Galley. He couldn't get a shot off. Low shot there from the point as that hits Bonnet's skate. Bonnet gets tied up in the slot. Oh my gosh, and he gets tossed over by number 16 Tucker Martin as that was unbelievable. LaPlume now. LaPlume taking a high hit from number 24 Sebastian Giroux. As Rice dumps it down deep. And Phelps now. Phelps having some time. Phelps working his way to the neutral zone. Phelps getting pinched off by 2 Green Knights. Duffy Smith now stepping in. Smith taking a little hit, giving Donati a little punishment. Donati now. Ryder Donati looking for his winger, Vincent Lanzetta. Lanzetta now working his way, dumping it down. Baylor Lamus now. Lamus losing that one to Tatro. As Tatro trying to find Magnan. Magnan gets it to Smith. Duffy Smith gets that knocked off. Coming quickly now is Lyford. Chase Lyford working his way in. Lyford looking for support. Tatro beating Lyford to that puck. Tatro and Lyford going at it. Tatro managing to flip that one out. Back now is Ryder Donati for the Green Knights. BFA getting a line change. And now Peyton Albertson. Albertson with moves. Albertson just trying to dish it off to Wesley Kazavan as he dumps it in. Leaving now Merchant for LaRock. LaRock now just under 10 minutes left in the third. LaRock gets pinched off at the neutral zone, but he does manage to get it deep. Schreindorfer now. Schreindorfer and Garso. Schreindorfer just losing that puck. As that's kept in by, Myers. As that was just offsides as Myers couldn't keep it in with 9:40 left in the third. 3-2 Rice Green Knights. As I said earlier, Week 7 power rankings coming from pregame twirl. Rice at number 1, Spalding at 2, CVU at 3, BFA at 4, South Burlington at 5. So BFA trying to knock off that number 1 team. Schreindorfer working his way in as he takes a bit of punishment. And we're going to have a call here as looks like Seats might have gotten his stick down in the blade of Schreindorfer as he's going to go to the box for a tripping. Seats having some words. With the referee. Wondering how he could have made that call. BFA going on the power play. Duffy Smith down low now. Smith trying to stick with it as Tatro jumps in. Tatro leaves it for Bonnet. Bonnet back to Tatro. Tatro with a low shot there. Looking backdoor for LaPlume as that goes up into the netting. 9:10 left in the third. Only 15 off the Seats call. Tatro at the faceoff now for the Bobwhites. Tatro trying to win that one back. Tatro trying to stick with it. Intercepted there by number 8, Walter Morris. He dumps that down. Benoit now. Benoit with space. Benoit using the room in front of him. Benoit working his way in. Benoit still with it. Benoit getting knocked off the puck. Coming in for support is Duffy Smith. Smith now down low. Smith up to Tatro. Tatro with shifty moves, shot there wide. And Benoit just trying to keep it in as that puck's knocked out by Walter Morris. He gets it all the way down. Flipped out now, LaPlume. LaPlume resetting things for the Bobwhites, taking his time. 1 minute left on the penalty to Seats as Bonnet gets a stick on that. And Manning now. Manning getting pressured hard, now low, as that's intercepted by Phelps at the neutral zone. Phelps getting a stick on that one. Phelps getting tied up. Could be a call. It should be a call, but no call by the referees as he gets hands wrapped around his neck. Carter Bean intercepting there. Bean with a shot there just wide. He had Colton Ribera working his way in as well. Ribera taking a hit over on the sideboards. And intercepted there, Sam Spalding. Spalding trying to get to the red line to dump it down deep. He does. As down low now is Schreindorfer, as he couldn't handle. Down again, Schreindorfer behind the net. Schreindorfer looking for support as there's some bodies in front knocking the net off, unfortunately. And 9 seconds left on the Seats call, as both teams will get a line change. Rice doing a good job killing off these 3 calls tonight. Had 3 penalties. Penalties from Bean, Martin, and Seats. And Rice just trying to fire that one off, keep their head above water here. And we're back to 5-on-5. LaRock now. LaRock taking some pressure down low. LaRock losing that one. Gagnon now just trying to get it back to LaRock, but intercepted there. Couldn't handle was Andrew Early. And dumping it down, have an icing call. Face-off will be down in the BFA zone. Appreciate everybody listening tonight. If you couldn't make it out to Collins Pearly, Rice Green Knights taking on the BFA Bobwhites. Bobwhites trying to tie up the game right now. And a lot of extracurriculars in front as BFA tries to get it out. Shot from the point there, Ryder Donati looking for somebody over in the corner, nobody there. Pressure now from the Bobwhites is Gagnon down low. Gagnon trying to get it to Andrew Early. Early trying to break it out, he gets it to Parent. Parent off the boards with a good little self-pass. Parent just losing his balance there. 6:40 left in the third. 3-2 Green Knights. Intercepted there at center ice was Parent trying to get it to Eli Smith. Coming quickly now is Lanzetta. Lanzetta with a backhand pass, looking for number 14, Albertson, as they couldn't connect. And looking like we're going to have a roughing call here on Benoit. So tough time here to take a penalty as Rice will go back on the power play. 6:23 left in the third. Benoit, one of the better defensemen, if not the best defenseman for the Bobwhites, going to the box for a roughing call. And Leifert now getting it down deep. Leifert getting it to Morris. Morris down low to Seats. Griffin Seats just losing his balance there as BFA ices it down as Magnan is there. Magnan pressuring hard on the short-handed bid here. Trying to break out now is Ribera as he gets it back. And Rice just resetting things now. Coming out, it's Chase Leifert. Leifert taking the pressure from Tatro. Tatro and Leifert going at it. Leifert now working his way through the neutral zone. Leifert taking some stick checks as BFA does a good job there. Griffin Seats now. Seats working his way through the neutral zone. Seats just trying to dish it off just ahead of number 8, Walter Morris. And Rice now just trying to set it up. Seats down low. Seats getting some pressure hard from Phelps. Phelps now trying to win that battle down low. Coming in for help is Garso. Malbuff now managing to get it all the way down the ice with just under 49 left in the Benoit call. 5:08 left in the third. 3-2 Rice. Off the boards there, intercepted by Vincent Lanzetta. Lanzetta working his way in. Lanzetta couldn't get a good shot off as he was slightly hooked on the way through. But BFA doing a good job not allowing any shots on this power play. And Tatro now pressuring hard, and we're going to have a tripping call as Magnan with an easy call for the referees as he'll go to the box and let this power play continue. We'll have 5-on-3 for 14 seconds as Benoit's still in the box. And then still another power play for about last half of this third period. So Bonnet trying to fire that one out as Rice is up 2 men right now. Rice just trying to get a shot off here. Getting it to the point now. Ribera getting it over. Shot there and a good shot by Albertson. Good save there by Merchant. So now we're at 5-on-4 as Magnan is in the box. And we're going to have a roughing call on number 14 for Rice, Peyton Albertson. A lot of penalties stacking up in the game tonight. It's good for BFA to try to equalize this game. 4:08 left in the third, 4-on-4 now. See if BFA can set up here.
At the 10-minute, 52-second mark in the third period.
It's just trying to break it out here. Pressure there. Griffin Seats couldn't handle that. And Parent now. Parent taking some pressure. And some neutral zone play as Rice manages to get it deep. And back now is Morris. Morris up to the point. Lyford looking for number 8 Morris on the side of the net. Looking like Lyford had a little extra mustard on it. And Morris giving Benoit a little bump on the way by. Face-off a little bit down the BFA zone as we're still 4-on-4 here. Bonnet now. Bonnet off the boards looking for number 26, Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer is just ahead of him as he couldn't handle. Garso now jumping in for support. He loses it to Casavan. Casavan off the boards. A little self-pass. Casavan getting it up to number 21, Carter Bean. Bean up into the netting. As Rice was trying to look for a shot there. As we'll be 4-on-4 for another 36. Once Magnan gets back out, BFA will go on the power play. Benoit now back. Benoit, good turn move there. Benoit with space in front of him. Benoit takes some pressure from number 5, Ribera. So he uses the body. Intercepted now by Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer with an opportunity there as Williams makes a good save. And we're going to have a call here as Schreindorfer went down hard. And looking like number 6 is going to the box, Donati. For roughing. So if you're ever going to have a great opportunity, this is it for BFA. About 16 left on the Magnan call. BFA will have an opportunity 5-on-3 as they got to set up. Shot there from Bonnet as that one whizzes by. Williams. BFA just trying to set up. Duffy Smith takes a big hit down low. Sebastian Giroux throwing his body around. So BFA will be up 5-on-3 right now for 25. Bonnet now working his way through the neutral zone. Bonnet with speed. Bonnet gets pinched up a little bit. Intercepted by Smith as he takes another hit from Giroux. So, and looking like a backhand pass. Trying to find Smith as he was just losing his balance. Bonnet now over to LaPlume as he couldn't handle. Long shot there from center ice as that's gloved down by Merchant. 2:09 left in the third. 5-on-4 now. Good stretch pass to Smith. Just ahead of him, Smith trying to find getting it to the point as it could be a shorthanded opportunity here as Lanzetta now. Lanzetta for Rice. Lanzetta with a tough angle shot. That goes over the net. Intercepted here by BFA. Coming quickly now is Tatro and LaPlume. LaPlume working his way in. Off the boards to Tatro. Tatro taking some punishment. Tatro to LaPlume and a shot there and a good save by Williams as he blockers that to the corner. Good opportunity there from the Bobwhites as there's still 40 seconds left on the Donati call. 1:27 left in the third. BFA taking some pressure now as Phelps coming in for support is number 26, Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer trying to get it out as he's pressured hard from Seats. Schreindorfer getting hooked as he gets into the Rice zone. And Seats now will win that as he dumps it down. Still 15 left on the Donati call. BFA still on the power play. Could be their last ditch opportunity. Seats coming in. Seats trying to get it deep. And tripped up there by his own player, Seats. And back now is number 26, Schreindorfer. And watch the BFA goaltender, Merchant. Could be a slashing call there. And Seats now. Seats got the open net. Lamus now. Lamus with moves. Lamus trying to go back to Seats as the BFA goaltender manages to get back in the net. And Rice now with a long shot. Tipped on the way through as extracurriculars in front as Merchant's mask comes off. And some pushing and shoving, but gotta love the passion. If you're a fan of hockey, Seats looking like he's going possibly to the box. Seats does not want to go to the penalty box. Seats getting his second call of the night. And this looking like the good opportunity for a timeout here, as well as the faceoff will be down in the Rice zone. Last ditch effort here for the Bobwhites to equalize. Had multiple opportunities tonight as they've been on the power play as well as a 5-on-3. Goals tonight coming for BFA. Braden Manning, assist from Schreindorfer. And freshman Trey Jarvis getting on the board as well. Assist from number 17, LaRock. And goals for Rice, number 21, Bean. Getting an assist from number 5, Ribera. Ribera getting the second goal for Green Knights. Assist from Alexander. And number 2, Seats getting the third goal for BFA. Assist from Alexander again. And Chase Lyford getting that second assist. As I said, BFA will be on the power play here. Face-off down in the Rice zone. 26.7 left on the clock. Rice, that number 1 team in the standings. Back-to-back state champions. Undefeated season last year. Lost a few players. I'd like to thank our community partners to help make this broadcast possible. Northwestern Counseling and Sports Services, the Afterglow Foundation, Northwestern Rehab Services, My Healthy Vermont, Notch, Stones Auto in St. Albans and Fairfield, Stewart's Clarence Brown, Handy Cars, Union Bank, JC Image, and Collins Burley Sports Fitness Center. If your business would like to join our community partners and contribute to the production of these games, please contact Paul Schneider at Northwest Access TV, 802-782-8676. BFA goalie pulled. It'll be 6-on-4. Schreindorfer getting out there as the sixth man for the Bobwhites. As well as Bonnet, Benoit, Tatro, Duffy Smith, and LaPlume. Smith now. Duffy Smith looking for support. Smith with a turning shot there and a good save by Williams. Smith now trying to handle Duffy Smith working down low. Smith trying to get it to the point as that's not kept in. And this is looking like the Rice Green Knights are going to get out of here with another win against the Bobwhites. Long pass there as it couldn't be handled by Smith. And at this point, you might as well let that clock run. 0.2 seconds left. Unfortunate one here, but BFA doing a good job early on in this game, getting on the board quickly, getting 2 quick goals. But Rice really doing a better job on the power plays, dominating the game. And Rice getting their 7th win of the season. And Northwest Access player of the game. Schreindorfer had a great game. LaRock had a great game. Obviously, goaltender Merchant had a fantastic game, but I'm going to give tonight's player of the game, Trey Jarvis, freshman for the Bobwhites, looked fantastic, had that second goal for BFA. But this is a good statement for BFA to get out of this game with a close 3-2 loss, showing that they're one of those top teams in Division I boys hockey. Appreciate everybody listening tonight on the Northwest Access broadcast. Northwestern Counseling and Sports Services and the Afterglow Foundation are partnering to raise awareness and prevent suicide in our community. If you or someone you care about is struggling, remember, we are here for you. 24/7, complimentary and completely confidential. Call NCSS Emergency Services anytime at 802-524-6554, then press 1, or connect with 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by calling, texting, or chatting at 988. One call, one text, or one chat could save a life. And I'm going to give a shout out to @HockeyKid9-D9C. Shout out to you. As we see on the chat, we appreciate you listening. And this is Jason Bliss with Northwest Access. 3-2 win for the Rice Green Knights. We'll be with you for next game and appreciate everybody listening. Have a good night.